Hello, thank you for joining the Moonpiece podcast today. We are so glad that you are with us. Please enjoy all these bloopers equally. And remember, Lumen is listening.
Damn, I was expecting. Oh, you don't know how to snap, right? No. He knows how to. He just can't.
No.
Even worse.
No, my best friend.
Like, I know mentally how you do it, but I just can't do it. I can only do it this way.
I feel like
No,
it
yeah.
It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. But I can't.
Wait. Okay.
He knows how to. He just with your ring finger.
I do ring finger. Yeah.
What?
What do you do?
Girl, it's your
I
middle
thought it was
finger.
these, the middle finger.
I can't
You
do
do it with your ring finger?
I do my ring.
Mine's is wicked.
No, that's
That's
this
crazy.
feels comfortable to me.
No, that's brujeria.
That's hilarious.
That's gang signs.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, we talked about it the other day where he
was shocked that I remember my first grade and second grade and third grade
First
teachers
of
and all
all,
that.
yes, but you were shocked that I don't remember anything from elementary. He's like, oh, don't you remember in elementary school? Did you guys do this? And I'm like, I don't fucking remember anything from elementary school. Do you?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just
That's
a fucking
usually-
asshole.
I mean, that's
Just
usually a
you.
sign. If you don't remember a lot from your childhood, that's usually a sign of trauma.
I mean, I got beat a lot, so that makes
That's-
sense. I'm trying to get all the cobwebs out. It feels good. Try it. Take a deep breath. Yo.
Okay, Donald.
That's my... she got it, though. She got it.
God, I told you. You were locked in.
Oh God. Sound like
I'm dying.
Donald.
Sora.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Moonpiece Podcast. Lumen Industries welcomes you to enjoy all topics equally. Today, we have my co-hosts. We have,
Danny.
and we also have... What?
It's time for choreography and merriment.
Oh my God. Oh, you ate with that.
Damn, I didn't see it coming.
I didn't either.
I thought he was gonna get up and be like, I forgot to hit record.
Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome once again. We are the Moonpiece Podcast.
And that's the intro.
This was the intro.
Oh my God. So we're back with all things anime, gaming, pop culture, and everything in between. We hope you guys are having a great day so far. And what are you guys up to? What's been happening? What are we playing? What are we saying?
All right, so I'll start with me.
Well, I know what you've been doing. You've been practicing in the mirror because that was
Yeah.
great.
I didn't even practice. dude.
Ate that.
Well, I was gonna do it, but I was like, all right, maybe if I could have the HomePod play a drum band version
Be like,
of
hit it.
They Not Like Us and have it do it while I do that. But I was like, that's too many things going on at one time. There's no way how.
You're also not wearing your bell bottoms, so.
He is. Those are bell bottoms.
Oh, okay.
He always got that shit on.
Yeah, bro, got that shit on though. Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah.
What about it?
I love Dr. Stone, man.
That's
it's
great.
Just I'm having a great time. I think I'm actually gonna be sad when the shit ends.
I understand.
But I
It's a
heard
good
it's gonna be
series.
broken up into cores. I
course it
think
is.
so.
Course?
Like
Cores, COURs is like when they break things up into half. Like a season is like half a season airs, and then
Okay.
they wait 3 months, and then like the other half airs.
Yeah, like what they're doing with Dandadan, right? Yeah.
I love what they're doing with Dr. Stone, with like just how much is expanding in regards to like the technology and like the connection that Senku has with like who the villain is now and kind of that backstory and things like that. Like it's picking up, but I just always have fun every moment. Red Ranger, Another World, still rocking out. It's getting a little spicy right now.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah?
It's getting a little more interesting. They
Okay.
introduced a. Hold on, how far are you?
The last thing I know is when they got to like the village in the cactus place. Yeah, and they just he's giving the backstory, his own backstory.
Okay, but you saw Shorty that could transform too.
Yeah.
There's another ranger.
Yeah.
But not a ranger from his ranger world.
Yes.
Another ranger from another ranger world.
Yep.
But it's
Turbo
not
Force.
that ranger. It's that ranger's power has been passed down in this world, but that person was here from mad long ago.
Oh.
So this ranger has the ability to turn to like a sphinx, has sphinx abilities.
Yeah, Egyptian girly.
Like an Egyptian transformation. So it's just mad different. Sarcophagus, I don't know, sarcophagus.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Mad different like Egyptian type of like those type of themed pharaoh type stuff.
So cool.
abilities.
I was like,
So
yo,
cool, bro.
Shorty's rocking it.
And like, once again, everybody's just still having fun. Like, oh my God, these are the most annoying powers ever.
Even the Sphinx one's annoying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
it's
they're
great.
always annoying in Sentai. Like that's the joke. Like, have you ever watched like a Super Sentai? Remember I told you last night I was watching.
Yeah.
I watched a whole YouTube video ranking every Super Sentai season in order, and I've never watched a single thing of Super Sentai. I was just curious. I just wanted to know what people thought of each season. Some of them are Power Ranger seasons. So I wanted to see where like those ranked up versus like their Sentai counterpart, because you know Power Rangers is just adaptations of Sentai footage, but like they only use the uniforms, the fighting uniforms, and then all the human footage is American footage. So that's how they make Power Rangers. It's nothing but that's not them in those costumes.
Okay.
Majority of the times, except for like in the Power Rangers movie.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
So that's every Power Rangers season for the most part, besides like the most recent one, which I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Has been done years prior in Japan.
Wow.
Like the Mighty Morphin one came out, I think in the 70s or the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, we didn't see Mighty Morphin. It wasn't called Mighty Morphin then. It was called Q Ranger. But like every time you watch it, that's what they do. When they transform, everything you see like in that anime is how Sentai footage is. The fucking thing screams like over and over, like the moves, like the lights is happening. Like Red Ranger.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. I haven't talked about it once.
What?
And I am enjoying it.
What is it?
Sakamoto Days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've been watching it since it came out.
I've
and
heard good things. I thought for some reason it was all out already. I didn't know it was coming out
Netflix
weekly.
My preferred, preferred thing. Sakamoto Days is the spy family that I wanted.
Okay.
I'm happy.
That's big
that's
praise.
exactly how I like. It has all the family quirks. It has all like the good dad and the relationships and trying to hide it from the family. It has everything I wanted in Spy Family, with a lot more assassination going. Like I get to see the assassination stuff going on. I'm not saying I need the action OD in Spy Family.
Yeah. But something.
But at least give me.
Not
It was 75% family.
Yeah.
25% spy.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like this is doing a good job balancing like keeping the family around while all this stuff is like kind of going on chaotically and giving like it's a cute series. Like even though it's a lot of like actions, gunslinging, it's kind of cute when you look past that.
I hear it. Yeah.
It's a funny series. Sakamoto, the way he like gets around situations.
Yeah, the fact that he doesn't talk. Well, he does talk. He does talk, but like
his thoughts.
Barely.
He barely talks, but he just don't really bang with everybody. But like the other dude that's like now like kind of like around in the group, he's a younger dude that like looks up to him when he used to be skinny. He can read minds.
Oh.
So
Sakamoto
like,
or the other guy?
The other guy,
the blonde kid.
the blonde kid. So he
Don't
can
spoil it. I'm gonna watch it.
He can.
Not really.
Let's not
Okay.
spoil. It's like right away. He can read minds. So Sakamoto, instead of speaking or speaking about all like the crazy stuff going on, so the family don't hear, he's usually thinking in his head. But at the same time, Sakamoto has this ongoing gag where like if he doesn't like what him or like the other girl that works there is doing, like they might expose like the whole fact that they like doing like assassin type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He like thinks about killing them, and people like he gets scared because he's like, "Why the fuck did you think about killing me just now?" Because he's definitely scared of him because Sakamoto's just that dude.
Yeah.
So he's like, I could feel how he wants to kill me.
Yeah.
Right now. So Sakamoto Days is
Okay.
I'm really really enjoying it. And nobody's talking about it though.
My friend Des has been screaming about it. So
I hear a lot of people are disappointed by the adaptation. Just
Really?
like the lack of,
Are they disappointed by the adaptation or the animation?
I would say the animation and the adaptation because they cut out a lot of stuff from the early chapters of the manga. So I've heard both.
Okay.
I've heard both. I only read the first 25 to 30 chapters of it, and I kind of fell off. But I see panels from the newest chapters, and it looks great.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll ever like get back into it because I feel like yeah, it's fun, it's a good time, but I don't think it's that deep.
Mm-hmm.
But I could easily be wrong. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it
you could
doesn't
just-
seem like a series that's supposed to be
That
supposed to get that deep.
Yeah, you could still just watch the
I
anime.
just think it's something fun.
Yeah, I could watch it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, you do commit more to manga than anything else
but I
usually.
think
But
this is one of those like, haha, you can just
Yeah.
watch the anime kind of ones.
I remember I did see some people like causing a hissy fit about like wishing the animation was looking like all the other peak
Kaiju
animation
number 8.
things. I mean, even Kaiju number 8 animation wasn't
It was okay.
stellar,
was-
right?
Yeah.
Man, this animation thing is starting to fuck us up.
Yeah. People are
people's
getting
expectations.
absolutely
It's
spoiled.
starting to really like
They're-
fuck up what people think is like good anime now.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be solo leveling.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's Solo Leveling, JJK, like, or I mean, the complaints they have for Chainsaw Man, I thought was kind of silly. I still think Chainsaw Man looked good.
I think it looked
We
great.
just weren't potting when it came out, so we didn't really
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's either that or maybe I have to say this. This might be a little mean because I was thinking this the other day.
What?
I think it's time we build the wall.
For what?
Of
We got to build the wall on the anime fan base. I think we gotta. I think it's time to like.
Starting to gatekeep.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying our best, but I think we gotta. All of these people that's just causing like these weird takes and like these visceral reactions to like regular character moments and complaining about everything not looking fantastic all the time is really starting to, I think, take a toll on the anime community as a base and what they think and their expectations and how we view them and what's considered good and what's not good. Like,
Do you think a lot of it is the younger generation that they don't?
So-
they don't know. They haven't been exposed.
They've been in the
to
trenches, right?
Yep.
It's the younger generation, and also like since 2020, we've had a huge influx of new anime fans, right? People were like, "My first is Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
My first is Demon Slayer. My first is
Crazy.
My Hero." Like these people have essentially been spoiled by seasonal anime, and then the couple of anime that's come out that have looked fantastic. You know what I mean? And it's just not.
That's not how it is.
It's
That's the
I think it's having a
exception,
bad-
not the rule.
I think it's having a bad effect on everybody and how we critique it. We're no longer talking about stories anymore, bro. We're no longer talking about the stories that these things are telling. We're only talking about hype, the peak,
Yep.
the fights,
The
the
look.
animation, the look. Like nobody cares. Nobody like that Solo Leveling thing really did grind my gears. And then it's just like so many other series I see. I'm like, man, just we losing the plot now, bro.
I mean, did you see that Solo Leveling is now like the #1 rated show on Crunchyroll?
Is it really?
It is, and
Bro.
people are like hyping it up. Like, see, I told you, Corey, the Solo Leveling is gonna get to those heights. And it's like, guys, slow down.
Yo, like these stats
Slow
we're
down.
pulling out, you know what they sound like now? Anime fans sound like the stupid sports people that be on there like saying like, and this is LeBron's 15,000th dribble on the court in his 238th game in the Knicks in the MSG. Like niggas is just pulling out stats.
Ridiculous.
We are that's what I'm saying. We're losing the plot. Like
Yeah.
they looking at these not padded numbers, because I'm not gonna say they're not real numbers, but like, of course the shit has all these ratings right now. It's the only thing airing this anime season.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Yeah.
And looks great.
And
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
it
say
looks
doesn't
beautiful.
Look great.
But that's not all of it.
I don't think that the story is like that great to grant that number, but
They're like, oh man, it's over One Piece now. I'm like, first of all,
Didn't you send that TikTok thing where like Freeman was like,
yeah, Freeman's like, yo, if you don't
self delete?
self-delete for it. Real one. But it's like you pass One Piece during the time when it's been on hiatus since October.
Yeah.
Like, do you hear yourself?
Wow.
That's like me saying, like, yeah, man, I beat you in the race, even though you stopped running like halfway through.
Yeah.
You stopped running. I bodied you, man. I did my thing. It's these that's what I'm saying. We gotta build something has to give, because the discourse around
Wow.
anime as a whole is just in a weird place. We're looking at too many of these numbers and these statistics and all these anime lists to create new things. Like, this means this is better than this because of this reason. Look at these. Look how many who upvoted this. It crashed all these servers. We had this conversation before. It's just like, what
Ridiculous.
are we doing here? Other information: Matt Owens, the showrunner of the One Piece live action, stepped down.
Dropped out.
Really?
They did
Mental
finish.
health.
They did finish filming season 2. I don't know if they
Oh, they
filmed
finished
season
it?
2 and season 3. Yeah, they wrapped up. I believe about a week or two ago.
Okay.
He posted on his social media. Matt Owens. He's been thoroughly part of the One Piece community, whether it's like the YouTubes,
Yeah.
the YouTubes. I sound like an old man just now saying that. Whether it be on YouTube, like all the creators and things like that, and like he's a real fan. You know what I mean?
So why do you think he stepped down?
Oh, he said mental health.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
He says he just needs a
mental
break.
health. Yeah, he just took
Okay.
which honestly,
Good for him.
good for him.
Yeah.
Dude, like I can't imagine how hard it is
Overwhelming.
to be the showrunner for this live action. Like the things
pressure.
going against him is one, you have to please the One Piece fans who are crazy. Listen,
Already
you know,
insane.
right? You have to impress the One Piece haters who already want to go in hating it, right? This you have to like because those people were pleased, you know what I mean, from the first season. So you have that pressure on you. You have the pressure of people who ain't a One Piece fan who just likes the live action. So you're still trying to deliver a good product. You know what I mean? You have the pressure of like, it's just I couldn't imagine. So I mean, I'm sure he probably has other personal stuff going on. I don't want to speak for him like I know his life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, prayers, wishes. You know, look out for your mental health always.
Yeah, family
definitely
first.
appreciate what he's done for this. Like it wouldn't have been that good without having an actual
Hardcore fan in there.
as a showrunner. And you know, I hope whoever picks it up next is also a fan too, and it's not just somebody like they're a good showrunner. Like this has shown.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel about the property, no matter how you feel like the One Piece live action isn't good for TV standards, it's just good for like an anime live action adaptation. It's still impressive than everything we've ever gotten prior, besides the Speed Racer movie.
I did like the Speed Racer.
He thought about it. He's like, wait, nah, I didn't like
I had
that.
fun with it.
It was a solid movie, bro.
Yeah, they had racing.
That's
it.
I came in for the one thing.
Speed Racer, and it's corny, sure, but
And he was killing people essentially.
it looked good too.
Other than that, I think that's it for me.
Oh, you guys will be so hyped for me. I watched Captain America finally.
Oh,
Brave New World?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm hyped for you, but
Well, I know
Which-
you were talking about like that, like.
it was better than what everybody's.
Yes, it was absolutely better than what everybody had said. Y'all are just racist. Like,
He just came out swinging.
It really just is because it was way more exciting than a bunch of like any of the Ant-Man fucking movies or any of the other shit. Like, it was great. We got like, honestly, the tension was there. I do fully agree with you that like, yes, if it would have been a secret for Red Hulk, it would have been so much better.
He's like, hurry up, let's go.
The marketing should have been the other guy, the green guy, should have been the bad guy.
Nobody know that dude.
It doesn't matter. Like the real fans would have known. We could have marketed it, and then people like,
Make him be known.
who exactly? Make him be known. Who is that guy? What is it? What was his name? I don't even remember. But the bad guy with the brain.
Brainstorm.
So,
Nah,
yeah,
that's a
I don't
that's a
know.
Ben 10 alien, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's Crab.
He should have been marketed as the main bad guy, and then the Red Hulk should have been, you know, like that. Wow, surprise! Is he gonna turn? What's happening? We don't know. Da da da. That should have been it. That should have been the real pull, and then people be surprised. Also, I'm just sad because, you know, personal reasons, but I thought Sebastian Stan was going to be in it more. Like, I knew Bucky was going to be in
You
it.
thought he was gonna be in it more?
A
I
little
didn't even
bit.
think he was gonna be in it.
I know, because they showed him in the trailer. They showed him in the trailer.
They showed you what you was gonna see then.
I thought at least a little bit. You know what I mean? But he literally was just in one scene, and I was like, damn, that's it. Bucky! Are you kidding me? My man.
Where's that Winter Soldier movie?
Oh, my God.
Not coming.
Not coming.
Well, he's going to be in the new movie that's coming out, Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that's his movie.
Oh,
Thunderbolts.
yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Thunderbolts. Yeah.
They try to make it seem like it was an A24 movie.
No.
They did?
Yeah, that's how the trailer is shot. Like it's an A24 movie. They're trying to appeal.
What's 824 mean?
Remember, it's that
We broke
that
this down
studio.
before.
Yeah.
It's a
that
studio. They have
that,
their
like-
own kind of look in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the they're not even indie anymore, right? But like all the movies that look almost kind of indie looking, but they're not really indie. They have kind of a
film festival.
yeah.
Okay.
A24 is the one that makes all the quirky movies you've seen over the past maybe 4 years.
Okay.
Have been A24.
Okay. That's good to know.
Not like crazy blockbusters. They've all been like the ones like, oh, that movie is just a good. What's that movie that has is it Rachel Ziegler?
Probably.
It's the 2000s or something like that movie. It's like a play on like when it turned into
The Y2K thing?
the Y2K movie. You see a trailer for that?
I didn't see the trailer. I saw some posters for it.
Yeah, so that's an A24 movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's those type of style movies. So
Okay.
they're trying to make it look like they shot some type of indie type movie.
I'm worried because I'm like, I heard like the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep wanting to say Thunderbirds. The Thunderbolts, I heard, is like the new Suicide Squad. So I'm like, I don't care about any of the rest of them, but Bucky better not fucking die. That's all I care about. Anyway, so yeah, so I was hype. I liked it. The only complaint I have is I wish the fight at the end was a little bit longer, but I see that Marvel usually has that issue in general. Like, they don't spread out their fights.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But that's just like budgeting, you know?
What'd you think about Anthony Mackie?
I think he did a fantastic job, like overall, like, and also his sidekick, the Hispanic dude, like that was great.
Yeah.
Like he really was like, hey, no, this is a lot of pressure, you know, to live up to this name. And, you know, sometimes if I'm not on it 100%, I'll be dead. So it's like, I have to, you know? So he really, also one thing I thought was really interesting is that his character, his bestie, what was his bestie's name?
The new Falcon?
No, the old guy.
Oh God.
Theodore, no,
it's not Theodore, but I just forgot his name.
Yeah, so the old dude that was his bestie.
The dude that was the OG, like he was experimenting on it back in the day.
Yes, which I thought it was a really great like nod to the fact that yes, back in the day, like the government would experiment on black people and like just that was it, and they would just shove them to the side. I thought that was like a fantastic nod to that fact in real life. I was like, oh wow, they went there, and they brought it up. So
I mean, they spoke about it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So that was, unless you don't remember that,
I
show
don't.
like that.
I did watch it, but
yeah, they that's what he's introduced.
Yeah.
So like they kind of get into that. Isaiah Bradley. There we go.
Isaiah Bradley. Yes, exactly. So, but I do think, in general, I just think that was a good thing that they did.
Would you give it out of 10?
I think it was a solid like. I want to say 7.5 out of 10. 7.5.
Yeah, I give it a 7.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, I think it was generally good.
I love how you skipped Danny completely.
I'm sorry, I got really excited.
Girl,
I got really
you felt the
excited.
flow. You got to go with the flow.
I got really excited.
She saw a gap in the market and she went boom.
Danny was like, guess I'll go fuck myself. He saw him look at his phone. He said, ooh, okay, that's awkward.
I'm sorry.
You might as well keep going.
Okay, I only have one other thing. I found a fantastic slice of life that's like, oh, it's knocking that slice of life goodness that I feel like hasn't been around in a while. So this is one called From Me to You. Bitch! Oh my God, it's so damn cute, right? It's on Netflix. You just
been finding mad random stuff on Netflix lately, huh?
You know, like sometimes I just need, So I just need sometimes a laundry show. And it's like, I was like, I just need something I don't really care about, you know? So I was just like, I'll just throw on anything. And I'm just like, oh, these bitches is so fucking cute.
This is new? I feel like it was on my like homepage.
It's been on the homepage for a while.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I was like, let me come around to it. So basically this girl is so crazy autistic, right? So she has no social cues. So she just be vibing. So people think that she's like a witch or like some kind of like psychic power stuff just because like she's quiet and she just has like a look to her because she has like long black hair and they call her Sadako, like the girl from The Ring, but that's not her name.
That's not my name.
Kids are so mean.
Exactly, no, and they just think that's her name, and they're like, "Oh, it's good." And so everyone's like scared of her, but she's always just like, "I just want to, do the jobs that nobody else wants to do," and all this stuff. And then like you just see her progress and just slowly make friends with the class, and it's so damn cute, just all around. And then I was like, "Damn, that season's over. That sucks." And then it's like season 2. I was like, "There's more!" And turns out there's 3 seasons of that. I was like, "This is curing my heart right now." Like,
sweet.
It's a great balance between all the like fighting and action and things that we've been seeing lately. So I was like, I haven't had like a solid like, oh, I want to cry right now. Like, this is fantastic. Like,
Nice.
And it's great. It's nice to see like this one girl is just like, she's trying to just convey and talk about her feelings out there and just genuinely be like, how do I tell this friend that I want to help them and I think they are amazing and that I love them, like just girls to girls and, just being nice. And also just like, oh my God, this thing happened. That was a really bad miscommunication. How do I clear this up? And she just doesn't know that.
You know what you should watch?
What?
Have you heard of this anime called Do It Yourself?
It's on my list.
I watched it when it first came out. Listen, bro, I watch anything sometimes.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I love Do It Yourself. It's so cute. Like the girl's name is like Selfu. So like they'll be like, like the tagline they say when they're about to like do stuff is like, do it yourself.
Oh,
like,
that's cute.
It's kawaii. It's kawaii as hell.
Oh,
that and Bochi the Rock.
Both of them I think are on my list.
Bochi the Rock, fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Okay.
The girl has anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
so in order for her to perform in a band, she puts herself in a box.
What?
Box? Damn, she can't just blindfold herself?
Like she performs inside a box? Or she just goes inside a box, prepares, and then steps out?
Inside the box. She stays in the box.
Yeah.
And then she tries to finally overcome her anxiety. So she's like, people know who she is like on the internet, but not who she is visually, only her music. And they're like, yo, this person's nice. But nobody knows it's her.
Oh, wow.
She stays in her room and makes music. She's antisocial. She doesn't speak to nobody. And basically she like, somebody like forces her like, oh my God, you know how to play something? Be in our band. And she's like, I never really played in front of people before. Like, so like she's overcome. Like the whole series is overcoming that.
Yeah.
But it's just so hilarious. Like in regards to like the hijinks, because she goes so far with the anxiety.
Super
like
relatable.
the people who have that anxiety, she was gonna be like, Bochi just like me for real.
She was just like me for real. Okay, I'll definitely check out both. I have them on my to watch list, so I'm excited.
Your to watch list is this point is not even a list. It's a Bible. It's a commandment.
No. Because what sucks is that like a lot of them are just in Japanese. So when they're just in Japanese, I can't watch them while I'm doing something.
That's so fair.
So it takes longer because I'm like I gotta sit there and like fully pay attention to read.
Yeah.
You know, versus like if I'm like listening and doing something and watching, it's great. I can watch it at the same time.
I guess I'll follow up on the autistic subject. So in Survivor 48, there is this one contestant who is autistic. And she says it like she can't pick up on social cues. Like she doesn't know when people are lying to her, when people are leading her on and stuff.
Yep.
So she like says in her commentary, like, yeah, so like this is definitely going to be something I struggle with. So I need to make sure that I find like my number one person. Right. So she's on the Loggy team, which is the purple team. And she sees this guy, Joe, who's a firefighter, brolic guy. Right. They're both athletes. So she like clocked him. She's like, I like this guy's vibe. I'm gonna make him my number one. So they did like a challenge together, and she like interacted with him, and she like pulled him off to the side, and she's like, listen, I'm not gonna tell everybody this because it's like I don't want a lot of people to know, but I am autistic, and again, I can't pick up on social cues. I know when people are lying, and like I have a really good feeling about you, and like I want you to be my number one. And if you like, if you ever need anything, like I just know that I'm gonna be there for you. And he was like, thank you for telling me. Like, I also really like you. Like, you came to the right person. And like, they both started crying. It was like a really emotional moment. And he's like, thank you. It meant so much. Cause like I have children and like, cause he's like a 45-year-old guy.
Did he betray her or not?
No. We haven't gotten there
Okay.
yet.
I was about to say, if he betrays her right now.
He had a really good moment. And he's doing his commentary. He's like, she saw something in me and like, I don't want to let her down.
Aww.
And like, it was a really sweet moment. He's like, I'm going to take her to the end, even if it means me going home. Like, I want to make sure like she's there with me.
It
was really, really sweet.
Definitely sounds sweeter than what happens in Traitors, because I actually know some information about Traitors that I've come back with. You know me, I'll always go do some information. I didn't watch it, but I did see a lot of memes. There's this girl that was a traitor and was acting her ass off like she wasn't the traitor. Just OD crying.
That's Danielle.
There's one
That's
girl.
Danielle.
There's one girl that
woman?
like, yeah,
she like the worst.
He said that's everybody. I was like, no. The clips I see is like this girl was like, she was wilding.
Just like doing the absolute. I told you, and like I was so scared to confront her. Like,
and it got her to the end.
No, well, yeah, it got her to the end.
Actress,
but only because other people. Like, people were clocking her from, like, the beginning, but because other people brought up evidence that was stronger against other traitors, those traitors got out first. Either way, she was the worst. I'm so glad that she's gone. I seen the clips on
TikTok. I was like, yo, she is putting a sauce on that.
She was ass off.
Telling people that the contestants came out afterwards, they were like, yo, she was swearing on her grandchildren's lives that she wasn't a traitor. Which, like, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because they're like...
whatever, man.
They're not alive.
I sworn on so many things.
No, they are live.
She has grandchildren?
She has grandchildren.
Oh.
And she's like, I swear on my grandchildren.
You act like grandparents is not like 40 years old now.
That's, yeah. But she's not 40, bro. She's at least like 50.
Okay. Yeah. Why you look... Girl. Teen mom is a whole thing. Teen mom is now having teen moms for the teen moms of those kids.
You're right.
Which is wild.
This is so wild, no.
But Traitors is over. And the faithful one... Zac Efron's brother, Dylan.
Zac Efron brother won.
Oh, really?
Him and 3 other people. But honestly, he really like led the cavalry.
Okay.
He led and I thought that they were going to vote him off for a second.
Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game.
And now Dylan Efron is like blowing up. At least in like the reality TV
For the
scene.
first time I saw him, someone posted him on Twitter. He did like a magazine like photo shoot.
He's been doing everything.
Yeah.
Everybody like wants him on the on a podcast. Everybody wants him.
Yeah.
On like a
do the
talk
promo
show.
run.
Gotta do the promo run.
Yep.
But it was a great season of the Traitors. I also watched Anora.
What's that?
Oh, that's that movie. It's on my. It's on my. It's won Mad Awards.
Yeah, it was one of the Oscar movies, and the main female lead won Best Actress.
Oh wow!
Which I watched it, loved it. Such a good movie. It pretty much revolves around this girl who is a stripper and gets into cahoots and shenanigans with this Russian kid who turns out to be the son of like this big.
It's always a mob.
I think it was an arms dealer. They said
there's always a mob.
Shenanigans happen. I'm gonna just leave it there. But she honestly did a great job acting. She's so funny, so sassy. Would I have given her Best Actress? No.
Who would you have given it to then?
Honestly,
I know you didn't see all those movies.
I was gonna say you definitely would have had to see the other movies first.
I also watched The Substance.
I'm good on that. I heard that.
Did you watch
movie.
it?
No, I just heard that like it's. I don't have the stomach for it. Apparently,
Is it
Demi Moore?
What is it about? I've heard rumors.
The Substance is
I've heard the
about,
whispers.
It revolves around Demi Moore's character,
Mm-hmm.
who is a very popular like actress. I think just like a celebrity, right? But it she's older, and there's someone approaches her with a substance, right, which is an experimental drug, super low key, super under the table, and what it essentially does, it splits you into two physically, but you're still one person. But one version is younger and just like a more perfect version of you. And so the first half of the movie is like her struggling with like, should I do this? Should I not? Meanwhile, like the industry around her is like, you're old. So it's like, it's really delving into like the mentality of somebody at that age in that industry.
Yeah, the patriarchy.
Struggling.
Yeah.
It's
And
the pressures that women have
What
to
is
deal
the other?
with.
What is the other side? If one is the perfect side, what is the other side?
well, Demi Moore, it's Demi Moore and then just like a younger, better, prettier version of her.
Okay.
But it's still one person.
Okay.
So it's like the duality of those two people trying, because like you switch out week to week. One Demi Moore gets 7 days, her younger version gets 7 days, and you have to like respect the balance because you have to remember you're still one person.
Okay.
So it's like, it's like the conflict there.
Yeah.
But I just think Demi Moore was just so vulnerable in that role.
Okay.
With just like a lot of scenes where like she's naked, a lot of scenes where like they're pointing out certain flaws. That moved me, honestly. And yeah, there are some like grossness to it, and then there's like some more emotional moments like with the patriarchy.
I'm squeamish, so like
that
things that
industry
get.
So is there a lot
general?
of gross things? Like
No.
Oh, somebody
I
told me
wouldn't
straight up that I shouldn't watch it because I am.
I heard that there's
body.
body horror stuff, or at least
I wouldn't say body horror stuff. There are certainly some moments that you're just like, ooh, like Natalie, for instance, she really had to be like, I can't watch this because it's like, it's grotesque in a way. It's grotesque physically, but it's also grotesque in a way where like it
Sounds like
hurts
it's a
the
no.
soul.
Sounds
Okay,
like it's a no. It sounds like you just have a stronger stomach.
yeah.
No, for sure I do.
Because people were comparing that. I was looking online. I don't know if you guys saw the new trailer for essentially, it's this movie called The Ugly Stepsister from Cinderella. So essentially, it's Cinderella's story, but from her perspective, one of the ugly stepsisters. And just like, yeah, so it's great. I love that. But also, it's like all the things that she had to do to try to get better. So think about it. You're back in the day. So like in the trailer, you see like she's trying to get
Back in the day.
back
Cinderella, not a fairy tale.
Well, like old times is
know.
basically, yeah. So like getting a nose job, like you see them like the doctor with the chisel and her mom's like, yeah, go ahead, do it. Like cut her nose. She has that. She has everything done. Like she needed to get like fake eyelashes put in, and then you see the doctor taking a needle sewing by the eye. I was like, oh no. And then like, of course, like I don't know if you guys have known like the old Grimm adventures, like actual story, how
Grimm
like
fairy tales, yeah.
yeah, and like the actual stepsisters like cut off their toes to try to fit in the shoes, like they show like that's about to
I'll
happen.
say it's
and stuff.
probably on the same level. Though.
Okay. See,
like-
that's
no,
that's
I'm
totally
past.
different.
I'm passing.
Okay,
that.
so people were saying like, oh, like this is very similar to like The Substance and stuff. I was like, okay, but you like these kinds of stories were started way ahead of time. You know, they're not copying off each other, and also that's very based on Cinderella, who's this is an old
Everything is influenced
story.
by everything.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, I'm like, ooh, if it's similar to that, I don't think we
It's
should
not
watch
like,
that.
It's not like gore porn, you know? It's
No,
not
but
like
it's
that.
still like
am
body
I
horror.
gonna have to watch? You ever seen Black Swan?
No,
I know
thankfully
where you're
not.
going with it.
Is it like that scene where like bro? Fuck no, fuck no. And they recorded, they filmed Black Swan on our campus.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Listen.
we got to see it for free when I was there. You wasn't there yet.
No, I
So
wasn't.
they let everybody see it.
I'm just saying Demi Moore, I think she did an outstanding job acting. Again, she was so vulnerable in this role. I think she sent such a powerful message.
I believe you.
like. Listen, the Anora girl, her role, she crushed it. She crushed it. But she's just playing like a Long Island, or not a Long Island, Sheepshead Bay, New York girl. She did great. She didn't move me, not like Demi Moore did. I would have given it to Demi Moore, but I also didn't see, the other Oscar movies that had come out. So
Yeah.
I can't say. The last thing I'm going to bring up, and I've been wanting to talk to you guys about it for so long.
Ooh, what is it?
Guys, let me talk to you about Yellowjackets.
Oh,
Wow.
I saw it come up on Netflix.
Yellowjackets,
Is it on
guys.
Netflix? I
It
thought-
just
The first season. Third season just ended. When I tell you this show,
How long is this show?
it's going to be slated for 5 seasons.
No, I mean, like, how many episodes? Because didn't
The first season-
didn't this season just start like last month?
No, it started. I think 10 episodes are already out.
Okay.
But each season's like 10 episodes.
Okay.
When I tell you this show has me on the edge of my seat, do you guys know what it's about?
No.
All right. Do you guys remember that movie Alive, which is about the Uruguayan soccer team
Nope.
that like crashed in the Alps?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard about it. I never watched.
It's inspired off of that. So it's about
Oh.
a high school soccer team, a girls' high school soccer team who are going to nationals,
Mhm.
right? And they have to fly somewhere. But unfortunately, the flight crashes in the middle of the Canadian wilderness.
Oh my gosh.
And they tell you this right from the gate. Right from the gate, they're there for almost 2 years.
What?
The things that these girls have had to go through to survive, the desperation, I'm telling you, it's moving. It's moving. The casting, because it's from 2 different timelines. You see the girls and what they go through during and after the plane crash, and then their future selves 25 years later. And the trauma that these people have and are carrying with them, and like just like the aftermath that they have to like live with,
Yeah.
being who they are and living with the things that they
Had
allude to
do.
doing.
Yeah.
Of course, there's cannibalism involved,
I was gonna say somebody got ate.
right? And that's what like the whole world is like, yo, you guys ate each other, right? Like that's what happened. And they don't say anything about what happened. People are offering them millions of dollars to do documentaries, movies, interviews. These girls don't say a word to nobody for the entire time you're watching the past, like, yo, what's going on? Who died? Because, there are survivors.
Yeah.
But you know that there are people who don't make it. So it's like the
Yeah.
mystery of like, what happened to them?
Is this a real mystery? You used that word mystery with White Lotus before, and I'm like, is it really a mystery?
Is it really?
There's a mystery in terms of who died, how did they die, what happened, and
But you said that they let you know who survives.
No, I'm
in
sure
the
you see a
beginning?
couple people
In the
here and
beginning,
there.
'cause
Are you
said-
talking about in Yellowjackets now?
Yeah, Yellowjackets.
In Yellowjackets, yes, you see a future. You see them
So
25
you know
years
who
later.
survives.
You know some people who survive.
I was gonna say they
Okay.
probably
You-
show some.
But some characters get introduced as you go.
Okay.
Some people die in the past. You're slowly knocking people off. Like, okay, I know it's not them and not them. The casting, stellar. These women, Christina Ricci's in it.
Oh really?
Holy crap. That woman needs an award.
Ugh.
The character, she's so good at playing quirky, eclectic ass characters. That woman is amazing.
Amazing.
The casting from past to
How old
present,
are they?
in the past, they're like 16, 17.
Okay.
In the future, they're probably, because it's 25 years, so what is that, like 30, like in their 40s?
Okay.
Great. I cannot recommend the show enough. And what I love about it a lot too is that it really teeters between whether or not this is like there's a supernatural element to it, or if this really is just trauma and mental illness.
Okay.
I really like how the show just like plays around,
You don't
like
know. Yeah.
teasing you, like what's really going on, like I'm 2 seasons in now. I'm currently watching the 3rd,
Mm-hmm.
and
Where
when
are
I
they
tell
streaming?
you, it's on Paramount Plus,
Oh,
but you
okay.
can watch the first season on Netflix.
Okay. I have
I'm
Paramount
telling
Plus.
you,
Oh, so you're just now getting into this show.
Yeah.
I told you that's why
Yeah,
I
that's
struggled
why he
catching
said
up
he's-
on Severance, because
was watching
Yellowjackets
this.
has me.
I'm sitting here thinking, bro has been watching this show
No.
week to week since season 3 came out,
No.
and that's why he's caught up. But he's just binging.
Yes, that's
I
why
was-
he took
that
so
means-
long with Severance. He told us this.
I'm reprocessing that.
But I
completely.
stopped binging after I watched season 1, because that's when I started Severance. And so season 2, I was watching an episode here, an episode there. Like season 3, I only watched the first 2 episodes. I'm still like, I'm slowly catching up. And And again, like I don't want to binge it. But the first season, me and Natalie were locked in with that first season because you want to know, what did these girls have to go through? Because when I tell you they're fighting for their lives.
I believe it.
Things are happening, and I'm gagged. I'm gagged. The things that these girls have to do. Everyone. You have your jock. You have your athlete. You have your debater girl. You have your nerdy. Like all of them.
Why do you think that? I guess because I don't see anybody talk about it. I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess why do you think that why it's not really on the radar?
Listen. A lot of people I work with talk about it.
Well,
you
yeah,
aren't
your own
the
people.
main character.
I know. I've seen it on my social media.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe it's just
started
being
seeing it.
overshadowed by Severance right now.
Yeah.
That everyone's just talking about Severance.
I just
Well, I mean,
haven't-
even
I just-
prior, because I didn't know that they were in the third season, right? So
I've
always-
never heard of this thing before.
I knew it
always heard
existed,
about
right? But I
Yellowjackets.
didn't know. I've never heard anybody talk about it or glaze it or do anything. I've never heard anything about it. I knew it existed.
I didn't even know that.
So I guess
I don't
I'm
know.
asking you as somebody who is engrossed in it. Do you think like is there something about it that maybe like everybody's not talking about it the same way?
Or maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know. I
slept
think
on.
it's a
Paramount
sleeper.
Plus?
I think it's a sleeper.
I mean,
Honestly.
a lot of people don't even know that Severance is good because people were talking about, I don't know if you guys saw about like Apple apparently lost like $1 billion like for streaming, but everyone was like, but their shows are good. Why are they losing money?
Oh,
So-
I think
because
it's because of the budget that they use.
It's just
for
they're
the
not
shows.
marketing their shows.
Well,
Check out Yellowjackets. Again, these girls, the acting, the past, present, great. The mystery is there. Has me gagged, has me at the edge of my seat the entire time. I love it. Can't wait to keep watching season 3. There's only going to be 5 seasons. I'm happy to see that the story, like, there is something there. I love it. I cannot recommend Yellowjackets enough.
I forgot to bring up White Lotus season 3.
Ooh.
I'm one
The
episode.
most-
I didn't watch last week's episode.
Never mind.
The cruise
Never
part
mind
2.
then.
All right, we'll talk
Never-
about that next
let's just-
time.
Never mind. Yep. All I will say, I can't wait for the show to be over. I've never not cared about a show so much.
Buddy, you can stop watching.
Well, no, I'm.
You gotta
well,
see
no,
it through, my
I'm
boy.
here already. Like
Yeah.
bro, I like to just be informed on things to know. Like we have a podcast, bro. Like I can't just talk about the entertainment I like. You know,
Yeah.
it's better like to just like know all this other stuff. But
My
like,
friend said they were watching it too, so I want to hear both of your
I'm
perspectives.
just.
I enjoy it.
No, he enjoys
Well, I
it,
know
but
you. No, I'm saying my friend said that they watched it, so I want to hear what your perspective is versus Danny's perspective. You know?
I think it's just like I may have just took the murder mystery thing too seriously.
Too
It's
heavily.
just
Yeah.
not.
It's
like
not
with the Spy
actually.
Family
It's
thing
just-
where you thought it was going to be like more assassins and stuff. And
Yeah,
you got
I was
disappointed.
misled. You told me murder mystery, and it like I said it before. Like
But isn't there?
it's just reality. It's reality TV.
But isn't there a murder and isn't there a mystery as to who
But,
was
like,
murdered?
it's on the back
But like
line.
that's not the. See,
Yeah, no one's
So
trying to
okay,
solve
so like,
it.
I know.
was
but
it
so,
like
okay?
Hold
so
up, hold up.
sometimes there's false equivalencies, like in.
Was it
certain-
like Riverdale season 1, where that was a murder mystery?
I did watch Riverdale season
did?
one.
Yeah, he
She
only
said
watched
season
the
one.
first one.
Season-
Yeah.
that was a mystery.
That was
a
was a
mystery,
murder
right?
mystery.
Glass Onion, murder mystery.
Never watched that one.
That's the. With the
I know
dude
which
from
one you're talking about. I
007,
just haven't
right?
seen
There's
it.
another one on Netflix with the girl from Orange is the New Black that I plan on watching.
Mm-hmm.
Clue. Like I enjoy murder mysteries, right? So this show's main focus is too much on what I'm just considering overproduced reality TV version of it. Like this is for people who like tea.
Okay.
Like who like messiness, who like to learn more. Like this person's a horrible person, and this is what makes them a horrible person, and this is how we're gonna show you all the horrible things that they do that makes them even more horrible on a little minuscule level. And let's watch these horrible people interact with these horrible
Flawed
people.
I'm not going to say horrible people.
Fine,
Like, who's
flawed,
horrible?
Flawed. I mean, depends on what season we're talking about, right?
True.
I mean, definitely season 2. That one.
That's
guy,
why I was like,
he's horrible.
It depends on what
He's a
season we're talking
horrible
about,
person.
right? So they're horrible people.
But
you
not
know what
all
I mean?
of them.
Even the blonde girl from season 2, fucking horrible. She was trash.
All right, but
The-
either
the
way,
assistant? Or are you talking about Jennifer
the
Coolidge?
assistant. The assistant.
The assistant to Jennifer Coolidge?
Yes. Worst character ever. Fucking hated her.
I mean, she's just like, okay, all right.
She was-
it's all right. It's all right.
She's
Like
young girl.
she didn't deserve happiness.
I just think
Damn.
like she was young, she was depressed.
She was a
Jennifer
grown-
Coolidge.
I don't
was,
use young-
Jennifer Coolidge was driving her crazy. Can you imagine being Jennifer
She was
Coolidge's
just.
assistant?
I'm not talking about that part of it. I'm talking about the part of it with her, with the dude, with the boy.
she found some cute boy who was like showing
And then
her
she
around
ended
and
up about to
stuff.
get herself killed by the mafia because she wanted to fuck around and find out. I'm not
She
sure.
wanted to fool around with the
And this is why I said
guy.
you just like messiness,
See,
right?
that's
This is-
why.
No,
that's-
I'm
He
just
just
saying you
like
can't
mess.
blame that girl
He just
for
like
doing what
mess.
she did. She's just a normal girl. She's a normal girl who's in another country while working and found a cute guy and wanted to go and do stuff. She didn't know he was with the mafia.
That is a point.
Anyways,
Okay.
the people are horrible. Like, that is the
I get it.
entertainment of the show. Is I think is the tea and getting the gossip of it all and watching them just do shit. Like it feels like I'm watching Love Island.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There you go. That's why
But-
Danny likes it so much.
But when it gets to those final episodes, the final episode from the past 2 seasons I've watched, then
the real shit.
then the murder happens.
Yeah.
But like I don't get to have the mystery
Exactly.
of it all. Like I'm not figuring out who done it.
During
like
the
I
whole
thought I was gonna figure
time.
out who did what and like
Yeah.
that season 2, that mafia came out of no, like that shit all kind of just like came out of thin air. It wasn't earned. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get to see how this thing led to this moment all the way. It just appeared out of thin air, in my opinion. That's how I felt about it. And I'm paying attention. I'm not 2 times speed. I'm not I'm not doing any of that, bro. Like I'm paying attention. It just didn't feel earned. Like I had fun watching the season 2 finale. Right? It didn't feel earned. It just felt out of nowhere. And then season 3 so far, I'm like, fuck, oh my God. We're on episode 5.
All right.
And the most you got for me is that's crazy. Damn,
What?
that's crazy. Like that's like there was a conversation that somebody had, and he pulled the. We've all been in that conversation before, where it's like we have no response besides that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's like the most I got from the episodes. And then the other thing I won't say what happened, but and he'll see it when he sees it. And I was just sitting here like, all right, my nigga, like
I'm over it.
like I already like could figure out like the black boy was the one who robbed the store because there's no other black people in the show and he's the only black person. So I've already figured that out for season 3. So I don't know, man. It's just, I just wanted more mystery.
Yeah. More mystery.
It's
less
more
tea.
just
Tea.
exploring people's mess, I guess, for the
Makes
most part.
sense.
So it's like disappointing me.
Okay.
But now I can't even talk about what the crazy thing is. I only want to talk about it because of what happened last episode, but I can't say it.
Again, we'll talk about it next
I haven't
time.
been able to catch up.
You'll talk about it next time.
You have one more thing,
No,
don't
no,
you?
no. That was Yellowjackets.
Ah.
You literally have one more thing.
Oh, okay. We have one more thing.
Like you were supposed to.
We. So Cory and I have started. I don't know if you guys know and have your notification bells on, but we have been live streaming Sailor Moon.
Yay!
We have live streamed the first 10 episodes
Of the original
series, not the Deke version, right?
Deke.
And yeah, we watched 10 episodes,
Funimation.
English dub, Funimation,
Yeah.
and
Thoughts
It's
so
been pretty
far?
good.
Yay!
It's been pretty great.
Oh, okay.
I like it a lot.
I'm glad.
Wow,
we
I didn't
both
think he was
like
gonna
it
say
a lot.
great.
It is
I
great.
literally thought I was ready for the
Well,
mid.
No.
No.
Because now I'm watching it with him. I
Yeah.
think it definitely helps that like we're like yapping
Together
while watching it.
Yeah. I don't think
Um,
you'd be able to watch it by yourself.
Yeah,
Fair.
I don't think so. I think you would. That's when you would be like, I'm gonna
Over it.
skip
Yes.
this part. I'm gonna
Yep.
skip this part. Let's get to the part where she throws a tiara.
Yep.
And let's go.
I don't skip through shows.
2X is the same thing.
It's
Respectfully,
okay.
it is. It is.
It's,
It
it's,
is.
it's not.
Yeah,
It is the
When
same.
you're, when you're walking through a hallway and there's nothing going on, it's not.
2X is
It's skipping.
somebody put in work to make that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
2X is if somebody 2X our thing and said that to my face, I'd be like, damn, my nigga, you know how many hours it took me to make this 1.5 to 2 hour clip?
So define skip then. Are we talking 30
Well, 2X
seconds? Are we
sometimes you just
talking
need it, like,
1
a little
minute,
faster.
2 minutes?
What?
I mean skip. Like I
You say-
feel like you would I'm making a joke. I'm talking in hyperbole in
Oh
regards to
my
like
God.
you would skip through
I
the
would
whole
not.
episode and skip to the end where she hits her with a tiara. I'm making a joke about that. 2X
I would
speed
not
is the
skip through
equivalent.
Sailor Moon.
Okay.
2X is the equivalent of skipping to
Okay,
me.
but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it so far. 10 episodes in. That's great. Which people have you met so far?
Well, can we say who we hate?
Yes.
You want to say it together?
3, 2, 1.
Tuxedo Mask.
Man's a bum.
Fucking fraud. He's a fraud. He don't do nothing, dude. I ain't never seen a nigga so useless in my life.
That man just comes up. Hey, Sailor Moon.
And he misses.
Yo, you got it from here, right? You got it? All right,
And he
you
misses
number 1.
every time. He ain't never hit nobody with the rose. And then he's like, peace.
Yo, Usagi, believe in the me that believes in you, girl.
This nigga just started doing stuff in the background that's useful. Like,
And that was
just
Drive
now.
Away, a bus full of kids. So,
Yeah.
yo, you're on the watch, bro. FBI.
And then the only time he shows up in his regular form is to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Yo, let me say, though, Usagi cooked this man the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
The other day.
One thing I really like about it so far is that she's in a different outfit every episode.
Yes, the
So
fashion.
that's-
I told you the fashion in
it's
the
great.
show, beautiful.
So she runs into him like almost every episode, and he makes fun of her, right?
Yeah.
And in this last episode, he ran into her on the street, started making fun of her, and she's like, "Yo, I'm not for it today. Get out of my face!" And while you're at it, buy a different outfit.
Yo!
Cooked this man.
He
That
do
was
be in
so
the same fit.
funny.
He be in the same green
That,
fit.
that fucking green jacket with the black turtleneck.
Yo.
Hilarious.
Mamoru's a bitch.
Yo.
His name Mamoru.
Oh,
That's
Mamoru?
he's a bitch.
Darian.
That one episode we watched when I think it was episode 2 or 3, the nerd dude. This nigga
yeah.
crashed out, son. This nigga he threw the teacher's skirt up. Like he was out here like trying to riz
What
up.
was his name? Oh,
What's that weirdo
man.
boy name? I don't know.
I can't
boy.
remember. I know the redhead short girl is Molly. but-
Never, we would.
She remembers the
we
name.
would've
I'm
never-
telling you, that girl's important.
I don't even know if
I'm
that's the
telling
same
you.
name, man. I don't feel like they call her Molly in that.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. Yo,
The
you're-
English ones, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they call her Molly in that. We're hearing like the
Japanese
the
ones. You guys
Japanese
are watching
name.
in Japanese, right?
no, it's in
No, it's in
English, but
English.
like
Oh, in English.
they're saying because
The
of the
Japanese
translation, the
names.
deep
Ah.
translation says Serena, but
Yeah.
like the Funimation version
Says
of the translation,
Usagi.
for whoever
yeah,
does
we have
it,
Usagi, Umi, Ray.
Okay.
they don't call her Amy, they call her Ami. You think about Umi like the water.
It's not Umi. It's Ami.
No, it's Ami.
It's Ami, not
Yeah.
Umi.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not Emu.
But yeah, we got introduced to Mars and Mercury.
Nice. Okay.
Mars, man.
That's that girl.
Mars, bro. Mars is who she. First of all, she is an Uchiha,
Rei Uchiha. That's her name.
Rei Uchiha.
She's the OG Uchiha.
I'm dead.
Shorty had the crows. Like she was going. She did genjutsu.
Yep.
Yeah.
She don't even know what genjutsu is. She's like, yup.
No, I know the
The
Naruto
illusion.
shit,
No,
right?
she did illusions. She throws a fireball.
Yeah. She got her powers, her demon, her little.
There's mad Naruto powers in this. First of all, the nigga Jedi,
Jadeite.
Jadeite.
Jedi.
That
This
guy be
nigga
doing a
is- he's
Rasengan
doing a
every episode.
Rasengan for the.
When he's gathering the energy.
They got it from them.
They've been gathering energy for. Okay, so like when we were watching, I was like saying like, okay, I see why you would have told us to watch the newer version because we wouldn't have spent 7 episodes without a new scout being introduced.
That's what I was saying.
But I can appreciate how much we got to know
Yes.
Usagi within these 7 episodes.
Absolutely.
Because
That girl, yo.
that's you.
Yeah.
You just put your you really copy and pasted, man. You don't have a single original trait about yourself. Like it was a little while where I was like, Danny was like, yo, I might be Usagi. Cause like the whole food thing and loving food. And then it got to a certain point where I was like, nah, this might be Kimmy. Like this might be Kimmy, bro.
It's so funny. He keeps clocking out little quirky things about her. It's so funny.
Dude, she is such a interesting character. Like I love all the floor.
People
Everybody
be so
be
mean
roasting
to
her.
her.
They
They're
be
so mean to her.
roasting her, dude.
Yo.
There was one episode we were like,
Oh
it
my
was like
God.
the fat shaming was real.
Yo,
Yo,
all
the fat
time?
shame episode. No, that was a whole.
Cause she be eating.
No,
and
but
she don't
there
give
is-
a fuck.
There was a specific episode though where like they just fat. Because I don't know when's the last time you watched those like first couple episodes.
It's been a couple years.
Yeah, so like you probably don't fully remember. We're fresh, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're
Usagi,
talking
why
about
you eating all the time?
Yeah.
You eating rice cakes, buns?
Yeah.
cooking her. There's like everybody. We going to the gym now.
Oh.
Like it was a whole like. They was like the teacher got fit. They was like the teacher she getting body. Like they was
Going to the
ODing, bro. Like the show is very very interesting. I think once Ami got introduced,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of felt the pickup.
Because this
Yeah.
girl needed help.
No.
Yeah, Usagi
Absolutely.
needed help. She's out here on the streets.
That's yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, she wasn't really killing the game out here by herself.
No.
Which I
That's-
like. I like that she just
Yeah.
didn't like immediately just become
Yeah.
nice.
You see that she picks it up. Like she's like, okay, I'm in it. But then she's like, wait a second.
Yo, but can we talk? She's out here murdering people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your one hit KO.
Yeah.
She's actually like she's not even trying to talk it out.
No, she's like, I got a job to do.
We-
She'll clock bitches.
Ooh, Tiara, magic! I'm like, yo, girl.
No talk, no jutsu at all.
Right? When they finally caught her shit the other day, I was like, finally, somebody just caught it. Like, you motherfuckers just sitting here getting hit by it. Auto lock. Like, grab it, bro. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, they don't be saving people till later. So.
I remember there was one episode where Tuxedo Mask came in and saved the day, and like he just left again, and I was like, yo, you don't even want any blood on your hands. You're letting Usagi get the kill. Like,
Yep.
come on.
There's this iconic meme that just like, all right, goodbye. It's like, but you didn't even, my job here is done. You didn't even do anything. Whoosh, he just goes away. Like, that's the iconic Sailor Moon meme.
Bro, he is I could go without ever seeing him again. She might as well just get with the video game dude who I already know he can't be. I already know he's sus.
My eyes are on him. I don't trust him.
He's sus.
Yeah.
He's sus.
100%. But Tuxedo Mask.
If anything, he might be the blonde dude. He might be Jadeite in disguise.
Yo,
Jedi.
Listen.
I can't.
What is it?
Jedi.
It's not Jadeite?
No, Jedite. Like a Jedi, but Jedite.
That might be how they say it in Japanese.
I don't know,
Is that
man.
the Deke version?
It is.
Shit.
We can't listen to the Deke version. We are real Sailor Moon fans. We're watching the real version. We're watching the real version.
Holy going.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying the live streams. At
Yes.
this point, now that we have Mars and Mercury, I was telling him yesterday, like, I'm okay if it's just those three for now. Like, if we don't get the next Sailor Scouts soon, so that way we can just learn more about them. Again, Ray.
I didn't think they was gonna introduce it so soon either, because like we were kind of trudging through those first couple episodes of the second stream, and then once they introduced Mercury, because they spoiled it in the fucking title,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They've been doing that.
We were
and
seeing
Mars too.
Yeah, they spoiled it too. We was like, oh, we got mad hype. We was like, yo, it's fucking.
And it was the
lit.
10th episode too. The last.
It was the last episode of the stream. We was like, oh, we ended on a high note.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, okay, 10th episode, and then it's like Mars. You're like, oh, okay.
New girly.
Energy levels just went up.
Fucking lit, bro.
It's great.
Yo, Mars is so funny. That girl has. She's no bullshit.
Her
Cut
and
the shit.
Serena, their banter and fighting,
I'm sure I can see it already.
amazing.
Oh yeah, because she be violating Serena too.
The two of them, they be at each other's
Ain't nobody
throat.
wants your man. You like that nigga.
Yo.
Ain't nobody wants your man.
I'm Team Ray. I'm
Crazy.
telling you right now.
It's crazy.
Well, who's your? Well, outside of Sailor Moon, because I feel like you're just gonna be biased because she's the main.
Well, I don't like her because she's the main. I like her because she's me. There's a difference. Like, I like Serena.
Okay.
Not Sailor Moon. You know what I mean? Like, I like both.
It's the same character.
I know, but like you think, oh, because she's the bad, the main girl. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, I don't like her because she's the main girl. I like her personality because of how she is. The video games, the eating, the boys, the like all that stuff. I was like, I
Boys,
like
this
that.
poor girl.
I was like, I like that
Just
part
like
of
her for
her.
real.
I like
Told you,
that part
everything-
of her.
She's over here like, I don't want to study. I got these games. I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. Oh my God.
And that's why so many people think she's like so annoying and they hate her and all that stuff. I was like, no, she's my favorite. Like, I love her.
She has
I don't think
she
she's
has a
annoying.
personality that is refreshing, I think, out of all like the cookie cutter, basic like personalities I've seen in a lot of, whether it be shoujo, shonen, it doesn't
Or
really matter the
magical girl,
genre.
all
Just
that.
even
Yeah.
period. It's not like the same way I can like kind of critique like a Deku and a Tanjiro
Yeah.
for being the same version of themselves, same version of like the same skin. I haven't really seen another Usagi.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Luffy's dumb, but he's not Usagi dumb, right? Or every other shonen main character I can think of, they ain't not Usagi dumb, but Usagi's also complex. Like, she has desires. Like, we know what the girl wants.
She's emotionally smart.
And she
yeah.
got style.
She got the drip. Bro, this girl really be transforming for nothing. For nothing. They said, why'd you turn into a flight attendant? This is a bus.
Yeah.
This is a bus. Make me into a sexy flight attendant.
Yo,
They was
great.
like, this is a bus, girl.
Yo,
She's like the
kills
same
me.
shit.
One thing that kills me every time after she transforms, she just does that in the name of the moon.
I will punish you. Yeah.
And like it's just like kills me every time she says it.
It's
and like
branding.
at first I was like, yo, this is annoying. And now I catch myself saying it every time.
It's the branding.
Yeah.
every
So
time.
people know when you pull up.
Luna's also MVP.
Luna's
Luna's MVP.
She's great.
Luna,
But she's also like
she's kind of a bitch.
She's annoying.
she's
yeah.
annoying. It's like, Serena, we have to go and find the Moon Scouts. Okay? Point me in the direction.
Help me, bitch.
What's the riddle?
I just got here. I just got here.
Serena, you have a job to do. What is the description?
We
What is
gotta
my-
find the Moon Princess. I don't know. I don't know which.
What
the
am I
fuck-
looking?
Look in the mirror, bitch.
Yo, like,
Mirror, bitch. Like, it's so fucking obvious.
like, bro.
Like, damn, Luna. Like, I already kind of know. Like, you know what the Moon Princess looks like. You didn't look at this bitch and say, huh.
There's something. Yo,
Something about the. Well, they used to say meatball head and deek, but in this they
Yes,
say
the
bun head.
Stupid. They should have kept the meatball head.
Well,
Why would you not keep the meatball head?
I was hoping for meatball head because
I know.
meatball head go way harder.
Meatball
than
head
like,
goes so hard versus dumpling head or like
they say bun head because
Bun
like
head.
you know
It's not
bao
the
buns.
Yeah.
not the same.
I don't mind it. It's all right.
So
Meatball
culturally
head.
insensitive.
Meatball head.
All right. Well, besides Sailor Moon, who's your out of the other scouts? The four ones. Don't hit me with no Pluto, Uranus. I don't want to hear all that right now.
So none of the outer scouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
Stop spoiling.
stop spoiling.
Dead ass. I thought it was just 5 and that's it.
It's been 30 years.
And I've done a really
How many
good job not
how
getting
many
spoiled.
planets are there?
Buddy? The moon's not a planet.
It still counts.
The moon's a moon.
The moon's
Okay,
the
but
leader.
what about the other planets?
The moon's the leader.
What about the other planets?
Each planet's got a moon. I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Answer the
Who's
question.
your favorite? Who's your favorite?
That's so hard. I feel like
Really?
it is. It's very hard for me.
He said, really?
Like, if you ask me who, well, like one of our favorite Straw Hats are aside from Luffy, like
I don't know, man. Because like
spend hours.
you
thinking
asked
about
my
that.
favorite, and I'm like, it's always just been Serena. But like, I
You
guess
never thought about any other bitch besides Sarita? She said,
They're
fuck
all
all-
basic.
She
Okay.
said, I only care about her and the gay ones.
okay. Because
Just true. She's the gay one.
okay, but my next favorite is no, I can't even say that. That's so annoying.
That's so annoying.
It's okay.
I was gonna say it was Midney because she's
Oh my God.
Get her
like-
out of here.
Oh, brother.
Okay,
this
okay,
girl
okay.
can't make a decision.
all right. Besides them, because
You
listen,
don't have a
Damn.
ranking? You don't have a ranking? No nothing?
don't actually.
You've never
You don't have it
ranked
written
these
down on your
bitches?
phone?
no,
You've never ranked them?
I've never.
You don't
ranked
talk about
them.
this enough. We're
I
gonna talk
don't.
about it.
I don't have anybody to talk
That's
about
what this
this
podcast
with.
is for. Boom.
Okay, we'll do that next time. We'll
All right.
rank them after you guys are
How
done.
about this? There's 3 Sailor Scouts in our repertoire right
Okay,
now. Out of those 3, rank them.
I like
So
Mars
obviously-
better. Ami, I do feel is closer to the bottom. She's cool, but
Now we get her to tell the
just-
truth. Now she's telling the truth now.
okay, yes.
Ami's the
But
tech girl. That's
also-
it.
Exactly, she's a tech girl. I do. Okay,
We
I will say.
haven't met Venus and Jupiter yet, but feel free
I was gonna
to.
say, yeah, you haven't met Venus and Jupiter. I do feel Venus is her personality is kind of a cop out because she's kind of like almost exactly like Sailor Moon, like
I
they're
wanna talk
besties.
about this.
I know.
This is spoiler.
Well,
I
don't
said
give
the
too-
3.
don't give too much.
Just the
Just-
3.
Okay, all right.
Guys,
But I do. Okay.
Spoilers.
All right. But I will say I think my next after that is because I was like I do like Mars and then I think Jupiter, then Venus, then Mercury for me personally.
Mercury at the bottom.
I think so.
You hate,
Out of the
you
5.
hate a smart bitch, huh?
I don't hate her. She's lovely.
She's lovely.
Someone's got to be at the bottom. It's unfortunate, but
You know,
I love her.
What's
Your
funny?
bottom bitch.
What's funny is that when they showed Ray on screen, because I mean this, we both mean this in the nicest way, because her character design in her regular clothes looks so generic. Like she looked like Kikyo from
Yeah.
Inuyasha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, I didn't even think it was gonna be her." He was
Yeah,
like,
she looked just, that's Kikyo.
yeah.
he was like, "I didn't even think it was gonna be her. I thought it would be somebody else." Like,
No, for years they compared them, the two of them. That's the maidens.
it's the same fit and everything.
Yep.
And long black hair.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a good journey though. We're looking forward to it. We'll every 2 weeks. I think it's like 5
I'm
episodes at a
excited.
time.
Only 190 to go. Let's go.
Only
baby.
190 to
Yeah.
And
go.
how many movies?
And I think it was only 5.
only 5.
Only 5.
Wow, light work.
190, and we're the crazy ones watching One Piece. We're the crazy ones.
Oh my gosh.
So, how's Kingdom Hearts going for you, Kimmy?
It's been good. It's been
It's been good
difficult.
watching those live streams.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my god.
I'll just be at work and I'll be like,
I went back and watched the last one, and I was like,
Stop. I'm getting my ass whooped.
so how do you feel so far about? Before we get into the gameplay or your struggles right now. What do you think about everything it has presented to you in regards to the theme, the whole Disney thing, the fighting, kind of the basics, like
Very cool.
not knowing nothing going in, kind of.
No, well, I didn't even know that Final Fantasy was part of this. Like, I didn't know that those were where these characters
Square
came
Enix,
from.
baby.
Well, that's not where Sora comes from, right?
No, not Sora.
Sora's
Besides Sora, the rest of them,
Yeah.
that they're all Final Fantasy characters brought into here and all that. I didn't know that. I just knew them separately. I didn't even know. I knew the characters, but I didn't know that was Final Fantasy. And I didn't know that was, Kingdom Hearts together, all that stuff. Didn't have any knowledge of
You
that.
didn't understand what type of crossover this was.
Yes, no, I
You was like,
didn't.
oh, this was a crossover.
I saw Cloud and his twink ass big
She said,
sword,
this is
and I
Crisis on
said,
Infinite Earths. What, Ariana? What are you doing here?
I was so hyped. I was like, oh my God. I saw Aerith, in that one cutscene. I was like, bitch, that's crazy. So I was super surprised. Very This is like super original, for me. I know.
By the way, guys, she's not. Let them know where you are right now, so they know at least like context of how far you are in the game.
Okay, so I've beat the first section of what is it? The Traverse Town. Yeah, I beat the first little thing on Traverse Town.
By the way, it's ether, not ether.
Okay, ether. Sorry,
That ether.
I don't know.
Didn't you watch Thor 2?
Yeah, but like years ago.
They said the ether. That's what it was called.
I don't know. Either way. So I beat that part. I beat Wonderland. I went to Tarzan's place and I went to the Coliseum with Hercules. Tarzan's place is a little bit too hard for me right now. I'm fighting for my life.
Yeah, you
but
should
also,
never went there.
I didn't know. Someone said go to the next spot. So I said, all right, so I'm going to go to the next spot. I didn't even see that there was ranking on how hard they were. I was just
I didn't
like,
realize there was other spots.
I was just like, all right, everybody's saying go to the next spot. I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow along with what you guys say. And then I'm getting my ass whooped currently by Severance in Hercules' place, but I'm like so close to figuring it out, guys. I'm like this close. Like I finally figured out I got to duck and roll. Now I figured out how to roll out because that was my thing. He kept chomping at me, and I was like, I can't jump back enough fast enough. So now I'm like, okay, hit, roll. Like I'm gonna get it.
You don't be. It also be looking like you don't be locking on properly.
I locked on, and it's on there now, but it's just I don't know, man. It's just hard.
Remember the 5 Ds: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
Dick. Sorry, first reaction.
I didn't even know what I didn't know what the fifth was. So whatever was
dodge.
You said
you
dodge
dodged
already.
twice.
Have you guys not watched Dodgeball?
No.
No, listen.
No.
It's been that
years.
year. Like
It's
it's been
been
that
years,
long, bro.
yeah.
You want me to remember a quote from something I ain't seen in 20
movie
years?
deserves a rewatch every 2 to 3 years.
That's a crazy act.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the asshole. That movie's so good.
Every 2 years is wicked.
2 to 3.
Anyways.
Dodgeball is not that movie, bro.
It's not that movie. Anyways, yes, but I'm having a great time. I'm figuring it out. My friends are having a great time laughing at me, trying to figure this out because I'm so frustrated and I feel worse because I'm like, if a 10-year-old can do this, why can't I do this? And that's why it always frustrates me because I'm like, these puzzle games, I always, oh my God.
She's like, I was in the trenches back then.
I was so rough.
Once you get used to the gameplay and stuff,
Yeah.
fights are going to get easier. You have
Yeah.
to learn how to work with Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
And,
These bitches are dead every 2 seconds. I turn around like they're useless.
She said, Donald, where are my heels? This bitch is dead all the time.
Every time I turn around, he's dead. I heal
She said,
the
I don't
team.
trust him with a potion. I'm not giving him my potion.
Yeah, I'm like, I fucking heal the team up. I turn around, they're dead again.
all you hear is...
Fucking
Bro, that's everybody's beef when playing. Just like, Donald's not going to heal you, bro. Goofy's the only MVP. Donald's not.
Goofy.
Yeah, Goofy be running in there with the shield.
Goofy
like,
be
bah, bah.
spinning with his shit. He be putting in work. Donald's just over here. going
Every now and again, he'll throw a thunderbolt, and I'm like, all right, did that do anything?
That did nothing.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Took out the fodder, maybe.
Maybe, but
That's
that's
not doing
it.
shit against Cerberus.
Ridiculous.
But
I'm
what do
very
you think
excited.
of the relationship between like Sora, Riku, and Kairi?
I
That
find
was
it.
so long ago. That was 9 hours ago for her.
I know.
Because she's played 9 hours, but she's only clocked in her save file 7 because she kept loading.
No, but it was cute. It was cute because you can tell like they have like the boys have this rivalry because they both like Kairi and Kairi basically like Sora, but like that's why Riku has this whole like resentment against Sora because he likes Kairi and can tell that Kairi likes him more, and it's this whole thing. And I'm like drama, like these little kitties, and I'm like, all right, it's cute though. It's cute.
All right. What do you think about the fighting mechanics, I guess? Because this is kind of something different than you've ever played, right? You don't really play RPGs.
I've played a couple RPGs in the
Legend
past.
of Zelda one, right?
Yeah, I think Legend of Zelda counts.
Yeah, the Zelda's like the only like kind of like the more recent ones have kind of, and Zelda was kind of a new system for you for the most part too, right? So
Yeah, I played a couple games back in the day, like little things here and there, but nothing like so long.
Like
as
you never
Zelda.
played Final Fantasy,
No, I never
right?
played
So that's what
Final
I'm saying. She's never played JRPGs and that system of magic and skills, like like how they kind of manufacture. So I guess how you feel like, because it's free form. We're used to turn-based RPGs, right? So this
I've
is
had
like
some. Like I played Diablo before, and that's like a
okay, yeah.
something like that. So, but yeah, I think it's very interesting, and it is very different. You can't rely on like your friends versus like the NPCs, to do something. And, you know, it's really hard because, like, there's no hints. There's no nothing. I'm relying on
There's
my
no
friends.
hints.
I'm relying on my friends when I'm like, help me, bitch.
You gotta explore.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
back then we had like word of mouth. You know what I mean? We talked to
Exactly.
each other in school. Be like, yo, how you get past that? Like,
You just go over
it
your
was in
boy's
the-
house.
Trust me, we wasn't getting through it
Yeah.
easily.
Exactly.
We just shit. Sometimes my cousins or somebody else would come through like, yo, he had to beat that part for me, bro. I couldn't get past that part.
Yep.
But that was what's fun about games back in the day.
Yeah.
It was more collaborative, and I think that's what's fun
Exactly.
about streaming it, because this has been like you streaming for the first time essentially by yourself. So
Yeah.
like, how do you feel? How you feel like that's been?
That's been an experience. You guys can definitely see Cory's been helping. He's been the GOAT so far because, yeah, I've never done this before, but it's been fun. I've been told from some of the people that have been watching that it feels like, you know, that they're just chatting with me in a Discord server, and that's why it feels very comfortable to watch. And I'm very glad to hear that like people do think I'm entertaining enough to watch. So I'm like, okay, that's great. At least I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think
chat's good.
I think it helps a lot. Not only that I'm used to talking on camera with you guys from the podcast, but I'm also consistently always talking in games. You know, because I'm used to games
You a
with
yapper.
teammates. Yeah, because I'm always doing call outs during the game. I'm always like talking. I'm always like, okay, because if you're not talking, no one knows what's happening. So I'm used to talking to other people. Now I just have to talk to myself and then occasionally to other people.
Okay.
So I have to get used to saying my thoughts out loud so people constantly hear me talking.
Yeah. 'Cause I know the technical end of it, which I've been helping you with down the back. I know you're like, oh God. So I just wonder, like, have you at least been enjoying the experience? Because I know being on camera for 3 hours, like you've been doing essentially almost 3 hour streams, and I mean even the setup beforehand. Let's just call it a 3 hour process,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For the past 2 weeks now, because you did like 2 in 1 week. So I'm like, you feeling good? You feeling all right? Because I know that shit. It's a lot. Like,
No, it's-
streaming is not easy. You know
No,
what I mean?
once I'm in it. It's just the setup to make sure that everything's good. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
It's just the starting, making sure everything's correct. It's the technical
Stressful.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I'm in it, I'm good. I'll talk. I'll yap. I'm fine.
Yeah,
like,
you have good reactions. You're loud. You're
you
funny.
you're loud.
know.
You're
But like loud in like
yeah.
in a reactive kind
Yeah,
of way.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want to see when like I'm watching. So I want to see you yell.
Yeah.
I want to see you be like,
the boring person that's just like, damn,
Yeah.
damn,
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
So yeah, watching you on stream playing Kingdom Hearts, like yeah, you get stressed out, but like that's part of the
It's- yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Danny's over here like, this is the most I ever watched Moon Piece content ever. But how has streaming been for you? Because you guys essentially
Yeah.
starting at the same time,
Oh, yeah,
spreading
my
your
rival.
Oh, yeah. Now we're
Wings.
right.
No, you know he likes having a rival, bro. You got
Stop.
Shade 24 talking about, yo, Kimmy's better than you,
Kimmy's
bro.
better than you.
you are.
Oh,
That's a fact.
That's just a
for
fact.
now, I'm not letting my guard down.
Oh, that
maybe
blue lock
it's-
contact cooks itself.
Ooh.
I mean, for me, like doing the setup, it's crazy. I'm like, is this right? Like, I don't want want our manager to kill us.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's intimidating.
Especially because like he'll be in the chat, be like, yo, you should change this.
You got
Yo,
this
you
wrong.
gotta check this.
You got to do this.
It's like, oh,
I know.
Meanwhile, it's the littlest thing ever. Just move
it
this,
is,
like,
but it feels huge.
It does.
Pause.
Because you're just like in the middle of everything and you're like, ha.
Sorry, guys, I gotta stop talking. Hold
yeah,
on.
listen, you know, when I'm setting it up, and I'm like on the back end, I'm like, give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to say, and I'm like saying a million and one things while trying to make sure I can hear y'all. I'm like doing mad shit.
Yeah, you're asking me to just like adjust the volume. I'm scrambling. I'm like, it's like that meme where you're like figuring it out. Like, how do I do this and that? Like, but it's been fun. Doing Blue Lock reviews. I want to do it. It's something that I did it twice. I'm looking forward to doing it this week too.
I want to watch, but I can't because I don't want to be spoiled.
He
Don't
realized quickly he don't want to fucking do it on Wednesdays no more. He said, nah, I can't wait.
Because the chapter comes out on Tuesdays.
Oh.
And I don't know, for some reason, like Wednesday just became the date. And I can't wait.
I think it's
can't
because you just couldn't figure out like maybe your schedule. You was like, maybe you do Wednesday.
Tuesdays I can totally make it work. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
have
Okay,
to do
there
I'm
you
gonna do
go.
it on Tuesdays. So instead of doing Wednesdays, I'm doing Tuesdays. So it is something that I'm looking forward to now because I love talking about it. And so it's been great. I'm only doing it 37 minutes, 45 minutes
Okay.
max.
Yeah.
So like you doing it for 3 hours, kudos to you, girl.
Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
It's-
We don't even stand in front of this camera for 3 hours.
I know.
Yeah, there's a different beast. I'm like, shit. That's why I'm like, yo, you good, right? That's why I was
No.
trying to make sure. I was like, what you need?
No,
I was like, Let me know the things you need, because if you're gonna sit there for that long, can't be having you getting car sick playing Kingdom Hearts.
But the first time was so bad. Jesus Christ.
She's over here like, this camera.
Bro, I was like, why do I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now?
Crazy.
I was like, that tummy aches.
I get it.
I was like,
that Kingdom Hearts camera is known.
The second game is
bad.
better.
Yeah,
the second game is a lot better.
Oh yeah, so much better.
Man, I just hate that you have no idea that you have to play more than 3 games.
More than
What do you
Wait, you're
mean?
gonna have her play the
like
handheld
she
ones?
thinks that she's only gonna play 1, 2, and 3. I was like,
No, there's.
Is there more?
We won't make you play Chain of
see
Memories.
how many games is in that collection, right?
Yeah, but I thought it was just like the remakes.
We won't let you, we won't make you
like-
play Chain of Memories, right?
No.
All right, cool.
You will. The only other you're gonna have to play 5 of them, right?
Okay.
Birth by
But
Sleep.
2 of them are significantly shorter
Okay.
by the main 1, 2, and 3. You have to play Birth by Sleep and 358 by 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what about Dream Drop Distance?
Dream Drop, this is not that.
That's such a good. If anything, that's
No,
better
I know
than,
it's good, but I mean in the story, like
If
the
anything,
story.
it's better than 3, 2, 5 divided by 7, whatever the fucking.
There's
thing is.
this in regards to the plot and for her to, because it's so convoluted. I'm trying to. I'm trying to keep
it's
like the.
crazy.
Well, Kingdom Hearts is known to be one of the most convoluted. What the fuck is going on now? We lost the plot series.
Especially in the
ever.
third
As
one.
fans, we know this, right? It loses the plot a lot by the time it gets to Dream Drop Distance, so it stays. It's a good game. I'm not saying it's not a good
I know.
game.
I
but
think it's relevant though.
yeah, but I never played it.
You never
And
played Dream Drop Distance.
I just watched the cutscenes.
Okay. All right.
Just watch the cutscenes
No. I'm not criticizing you. You
because
missed out.
I didn't have a 3DS.
Oh, it was on 3DS?
Fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
so much fun.
So like it was on 3DS. It's a shorter game, but like I still was able to know the narrative without seeing Dream Drop Distance. Whereas like Birth by Sleep and 358 by 2 days, you need to know in order. Like going to Kingdom Hearts 2 without 358 by 2 days is
Yeah,
crazy.
you're like, who are these
Crazy.
people?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
Well, I'll be doing that for a while.
yeah,
You know what's funny? After the
we'll
3 hours.
be doing Sailor Moon for a year. It's gonna take us a year to do this.
Wow,
So, yeah,
it's
actually,
true.
yeah.
Oh, it's
So
gonna be
don't
fun.
Once-
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, once you get used to Kingdom Hearts, like you're gonna.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna fly
Oh,
through it in like
I'll
at
be
least
great.
within 3 months.
Okay. No, I'm excited because also it's so funny because like after all that I was like, oh, okay, finish streaming, great. And I was like, hit up my boys. I was like, all right, you guys ready to game? Immediately hopped on
you're
Rivals.
Yeah.
dog.
So
Well, I mean, one is for you and one is for the camera. It's 2 different experiences.
yeah.
Until you start streaming the other one too.
No, exactly.
No, well, so we're actually gonna do Marvel Rivals together.
yeah, we're gonna
Collab.
But I'm not showing my gameplay.
Face? Oh.
No, my
Gameplay.
face will be on it.
yes,
No,
but
my
not the
gameplay's
gameplay.
gonna. No. Nobody wants to see my gameplay, bro. Like maybe for the jokes, maybe for the jokes they will want to see it, but like,
He sucks.
let's just.
We know it. It's okay.
Okay, bro. Like you don't have to word it that way.
Corey, you're not a gamer.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm not a gamer coming from the mother who can't be Cerberus.
I
Who
know,
needs
listen,
hints?
It's different.
Where's my hints? I need my hints. Golly.
It's okay, but it's gonna be fun. So yeah, we set it up and we're gonna start streaming. We're gonna start slow, just doing it.
And I
just
think I
us.
want to start doing Mega Man Battle Network.
Woo, that'll be
Oh,
cool.
You never played Mega Man Battle Network?
That was one of my favorite games as a kid.
Such a good game.
I loved it.
I didn't have many games growing up.
I mean, me neither. But that was like one
Maybe
of
I'll
the few.
maybe
I
I'll
did.
get you a gift that we can do the 2 because this is one of the things that have 2 different versions.
Ooh,
They have like a red version, a blue version, different chips and things
I
like
played
that.
the blue.
Yeah, it's Blue Moon and Red Sun. And then Blue and White is part 3. It's a good series. You might
I
like
think
it.
I only played one of them.
Yeah, and they have it for like PS4.
Okay.
You have a PS4,
No,
right?
well,
Or you have a PS3. I can't remember anymore.
first of all, how dare you? I do have a PS4, and second of all, I am gonna get a PS5.
Nice.
Oh, bougie.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
thank God you
PS5
didn't get an
money.
Xbox.
I'm getting gifted a PS5.
Yeah.
I'm not buying one.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
but
need
that's
it.
still good.
Yeah, if you got an Xbox, I'm like, you know what? Go to hell.
Okay, first
Wow,
of all,
I remember his reaction when you got an Xbox.
Yeah, no.
I was so disappointed. I'm like, oh, there's so many better games.
I'm chilling. I love that.
I know.
I'm
I understand.
just
You don't care about the
born
like
and
the-
raised about an Xbox girly.
Yeah, you don't care about the
PlayStation.
single player games. That's why. Like that's the ones
Oh
they
yeah, because
offer.
most
That's
of
what
that.
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like all the multiplayer games that we have on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But you miss out on all the single player
Mm.
experiences that there are.
Yo, speaking of, hold on, real quick sidebar. Speaking about the RPGs for PlayStation, did you guys see that God of War
no.
is being picked up by Prime?
Mm-mm.
Like to make a show.
Yeah,
No.
2 seasons.
Oh wow,
Mm.
I know. You know God of War, right?
I've heard of it.
By
It's that guy
Prime?
Kratos with the red
Yes.
arrow.
You know,
With the white.
Kendrick, drop another mixtape and my life is yours. You seen that meme?
I
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, you know
That's so
TikTok.
funny.
Yeah.
But okay, that's good to know. Hopefully, we'll see
I would
if it's good or
love-
not.
if this popped off, I'd be so happy. I love God of War. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, you didn't play. Oh, so you didn't play the PS5 one then?
Are you talking about Ragnarok?
That's the second.
That's the second one in
the one before that was. I think maybe it was on PS4 and PS5. The one before that.
The one before Ragnarok?
Yes.
Yeah, I played that one on PS4.
Okay, bet.
And Ragnarok, I think, also came out for 4. And yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All right. Lastly, real quick, I've been playing Overwatch, and they did a second collab with this K-pop band called Le Seraphim.
Girl, you could just say Le Seraphim. We know who they are. You said it mad times.
Danny, do you know who they are?
I've heard of them.
You've heard her bring it up like, at least like 8 times.
Okay, but not everybody. Okay, so either way, yes, this K-pop band Le Seraphim, they're having their second collab with Overwatch. I'm happy about it. I'm slightly disappointed. Slightly. The song is good. I love the new one. It's very cute, popsy, just like the last one. But I feel like the designs, some of them are great, but some of them at the same time are, I feel like the whole thing is just slightly lazier than last time.
Oh, you mean it's a cash grab?
Yeah.
It's capitalism.
I mean, we knew that. I
Yeah.
was fully prepared for it,
Okay.
but I feel like the designs of the new ones aren't as nice as the old ones. Plus, I was kind of annoyed that Diva got a second skin versus giving it to the other ones. But people were saying since the original band, this time they got to choose who got it, and they wanted the Korean character to get one. I was like, okay, whatever. But they also didn't, on the last one, they had one guy character, like Junkrat. They got him to be like the K-pop fan, and he got his own free skin. But they did nothing this time, no new one. They're just like, oh, you can win him again. And I'm like, you could have given it to the DJ character, Lucio. Everyone was hoping, nothing really. So it was just, it felt just the same characters that are the cash grabs or just getting them all over again. Then they did recolors of the last ones. I was like, okay, whatever, cash grab, fine,
How much
fine,
are these
fine.
skins?
I'm very annoyed because one, they did not do the deal of
Bundle?
last time.
A bundle deal?
It's a bundle deal, but they didn't do like, I think last time they did a deal for like how many coins would be a certain amount. So now it's like $60 for the whole package bundle.
Brother, man, that's a whole new video game.
Yeah, I was like,
That's a whole bill.
that's
That's
a yeah,
utility
bill.
bill.
This
Yeah.
economy, bro, with these tariffs, Jesus Christ.
yeah. So I was like,
Trust me, that AC being on is going to cost me 25% increase on all continental bills in New York.
oh my god. So yeah, I haven't
Oh, you
got.
didn't know that? No. Yep, this is why I pay attention to the news.
Whew.
Listen,
So-
Bill, listen, I get it. There's a lot going on in the world.
My
but
apartment about to be a sauna.
but listen, 25% because Canada cutting off the thing. So, like, our state is affected, I believe.
Oh, I'm not ready for
Michigan.
that.
There's a whole network of it, of how it's, but we can see a 25% increase in our energy.
I heard about that. I'm upset. But yeah, so
Thank
I'm
you.
like,
Bye-bye.
I'm like, ugh. So I haven't gotten it. I think, oh my God. I'm just waiting because I feel like, I was like, you know what? One, they'll probably come back. Two, I'm excited more for next season anyway because next season is
About buying
Doki Watch.
skins? About buying skins?
About the skins, the battle pass. It's all the magical girl season.
How much money have you given Overwatch?
Way too much. Way too much.
You think it's more than what he's giving Genshin Impact?
I don't know. You spent a lot. You said
I don't
know.
want to
You spent the.
you said you spent what, over $300?
During what period of time?
Exactly. Like a lot. So like, but I've also given a lot. So I can't.
Oh, you
talk.
guys are just gonna keep secrets now, huh?
I've
Secrets.
okay. Because I gotta think about it. Okay, so they've had since
okay.
Overwatch 2.
He doesn't want to tell his. He doesn't want to. He said he doesn't want to.
Since Overwatch 2, all the big collabs that they've had like the first Le Seraphim one. They
Girl,
had.
just give me a number. Don't break it down to me.
I'm breaking it down for myself.
We don't need the receipts.
Okay, Le Seraphim one that was gifted. Then there was the Avatar bundle. I did buy that. Then there was the Cowboy Bebop one. I did buy that. And those are like 50 each. So that was like already 100. But then there's more than that.
That all happened in the past year.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Self-report.
And you've reported all of those things on this podcast. Like, I've heard you talk about all of those.
But then there was the charity skin.
Charity.
The
skin.
Did
Did you get
skin.
charity? They gave you money?
No, but it was a breast cancer awareness one for Mercy. And they did that twice, so I bought both skins because it was a breast
Did
cancer
any of the
awareness.
proceeds go towards?
Yeah, no, they all went to there. That's why.
You
That's
said
good.
check the receipts.
It's the charity skin, so I
You
did do
can't
that.
trust charities. You never know.
No, but this is the one time that they do that. So
It sounds like you spent over $1,000 on this Overwatch 1 and 2 in your lifetime.
I wouldn't say 1,000.
Close.
No, because Overwatch 1, it was not money at all. Like there was one charity skin and that was it. The rest you would just earn it by grinding. Overwatch 2 is when this started, all money. You know, you buy the battle passes, which are
I
like,
feel better now.
you know,
actually.
stop
Like,
the money spending.
he's like, you know what? Maybe I'm not that bad.
Okay, maybe
Yo.
like
He said, at least,
500.
he said, at least I stopped playing Genshin Impact.
Okay,
He said,
maybe
I took
maybe
breaks.
I'm looking at 500 around there. Maybe over the past few years, I've been playing this for 7 years.
You're gonna stop at
2017?
500?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who said that? That's why I won't spend on Rivals because
You
I
know
was
what?
like,
that's not even counting whatever she's been gifted.
yeah, no, it's not counting what I've been gifted. That's why I was like, what I have spent. That's why I was like, I got
Me, myself,
gifted.
and I.
Oh my god.
Me.
He said, I got me. Yo.
We don't want to pull that up.
Well, you forgot about the Harry Potter thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yo,
So
all right, yeah.
moving from video games, going to movies. So there's been rumors going around. Besides the terribleness that J.K. Rowling has unfortunately turned to in her transphobic self, so much of the cast has alienated themselves from her, rightfully so. And apparently, there's been rumors that they want to remake Harry Potter. Have you guys heard anything about that at all?
I
have
know they're
not.
making a show on HBO.
Are they?
Yeah,
They've been
What?
said- they've been
they're
announced
already
that.
casting.
I didn't know. Oh yeah. Though I
Yeah.
heard they just made Severus Snape the black guy. He was a good looking dude.
I forgot. Yeah, they did Severance Snape as a black.
Which I was like, why would you do that? Like a skinny, angry emo twink was like right there.
That's also
I never read the book, so I don't know what he's described as in the book.
I never read the books
I think,
either. But
emo
like
twink. I think that's like that is how I see Severus Snape.
like
so.
Victor from Arcane. That's
Yeah,
how give him long hair. That would be like the
Okay.
vibe.
Fair.
Just young, like that would be a younger version. But
I
like
didn't hear that they were remaking the series. I don't think that's such a terrible idea because I think there are some things that they can change about it that would make it a little bit better. But continue.
so I think a big reason that they wanted to do that I heard was because like she now like hates the big three, which is like the three main
Big
the big
The
three.
Do
big
not
three.
use that
You're
term.
not calling them the big
Oh my
three.
god! Outside of anime,
Well, no, I mean I think about the big three when
You
it
say
comes
the
to
core
LeBron, D
The
Wade,
main
and Chris
three.
Bosh, but I ain't never heard nobody call them the big three in my life.
the
No
main
one likes
three.
Ron.
He's great.
You didn't even believe that. You didn't even believe that. You said that so fake. Like you.
He's great.
I'm a stick beside him.
And that's one of the things I would have changed. Ain't no way Ron would have ever bagged Hermione. That don't make
No, it's
sense.
different when
Well,
you
they're
guys
gonna
got a
still tell the
rivalry
same
thing.
story.
Nah, they definitely
No,
would've.
that's definitely one thing that they would. J.K. Rowling, if she's behind the remake, because I have no idea, she's even admitted, like, Hermione should have been.
Yeah,
with
but I don't
Harry.
even think they're gonna have anything to do with anything. Well,
They
because
shouldn't.
Hopefully not.
They shouldn't.
Everything will tank if it does.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is with the rights and everything.
She should have got with the hot himbo guy.
I mean,
That's who she should have
people
got
still
with.
build Hogwarts Legacy.
The athlete,
Yeah,
the guy who's like in his 20s.
He wasn't in his 20s. They were all the same age.
I don't know about that. That man,
He was just a big dude.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Victor Crumb.
Victor Crumb, that was his name.
Sorry.
Don't
Anywho,
It's fine.
Anywho,
It's fine. Anyways, so apparently she absolutely hates them. Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe. She despises them because they despise her. And so there was apparently this tweet that was going around that said like, who are some people that ruin, media or things for you immediately once you see them in a movie? And she was like, you can guess 3 reasons, thinking she's big, all slick and stuff. And it's like, bro, these people literally made your franchise famous. They brought that shit to life and dedicated more than like 20
I
years of
never
their
heard
life
of Harry
to
Potter
this.
without the movies.
I
don't read books.
Exactly. So,
as much as I don't like Ron as a character, I think Rupert Grint really brought him to life.
Oh,
I don't think
absolutely.
anybody else could have done as good of a job as Rupert Grint.
yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe crushed it as Harry Potter and is crushing it as an
Daniel
actor.
Radcliffe is a goat.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Like he is
He's-
like his career post. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He just
like-
does everything.
Yeah.
He's not
great.
afraid to do
Super chill.
anything.
Meanwhile, Draco Malfoy was in the Flash.
Guy I love Tom Felton.
Was he?
Yeah.
He's a whole
He's
season.
season 4.
Whole season.
Season
one?
4. No,
Main-
3.
he's a main character. Just a made up character for the Flash.
I forgot. I love Tom Felton, which is the crazy thing. So I was just like,
Maybe
oh
you
my
should
God.
rewatch The Flash.
I don't know about that one,
No.
Chief.
Yo, stop calling me Chief, bro.
You got it,
Hermione, Emma Watson, she's cool.
She's been everywhere. She
really-
got educated, you
Yeah,
know. She got her
educated.
degree.
She went to college.
She went to college. She did her thing, and then she's just been around. I
which
don't
is
know.
fine. I don't need anything from
Exact.
her.
After you spend like what
Yeah.
20-some years,
But
in
let's
front
not
of the
pretend
camera?
like she didn't have a big impact on people growing up.
Absolutely.
You know, like every guy I knew had a crush on Emma Watson.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know why she's over here disrespecting the core three
Mm-hmm.
of Harry Potter. That's crazy.
Because she just hates everybody.
She's a
now.
hater.
She's just a hater.
Yeah.
You did not make yourself look any better.
I thoroughly believe that like her husband had to have had an affair with a transgender woman, and that's why she like absolutely
Got
had
that
to.
trauma.
Yeah, exactly. Because when literally people get like messed up like that. Like I had an ex whose mother like got cheated on by a Hispanic woman, so she hated Hispanics, like all of them. It was a white lady,
Yeah, people
clearly.
do that. Yeah.
And so I was like, why are you being racist to me? I didn't do nothing to you, you know?
you took her husband.
Is that wasn't me? That was literally
Might
I
as
took
well
her
have been.
son, apparently.
Oh,
So-
that was just worse.
I
Which
don't
is
know.
worse.
How dare you?
Exactly. So it's
You
like
charlatan, you harlot.
so I thoroughly believe it has to be a situation like that like to drive her this insane this whole time for years. Why are you so pressed about trans people? What is your problem? I don't know, man. There's also, did you see the mold that was growing in her house?
Where are you seeing these stuff?
On Twitter.
Girl,
She's so
you
active
got-
on Twitter.
We gotta take you off of Twitter.
I'm sorry. It's the one thing I'm on.
Somehow we gotta get you off
So
of Twitter.
anyways, listen. So she was, so she tweets, unfortunately, all the time. And we don't follow her or anything. But no. But that's
what you Google
memes about
J.K.
it.
Rowling mold?
No, but those
Mold house.
she basically posted a picture, and like on the back of the walls you could see like molds growing in the background. Everyone's like, does she have mold poisoning? Is this why she's going crazy?
Oh, is this it?
Yeah, you see the stuff on the background.
Yeah. Those yellow walls don't look so yellow.
No, exactly, the green
Maybe
stuff
it's
growing
a
up.
filter.
Yeah, I don't think she knows about
That's a
that.
dirty ass filter, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Exactly.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
So
Well, you
people
know British walls, right?
nasty. So yeah. So J.K. Rowling,
Hater.
Hater.
hope to find you in the deepest parts of hell. You know.
All right. Well,
Speaking of hating,
oh God, no, we're
No,
not.
I'm not
We're not hating. We said this is going to be a productive conversation. We would like to apologize for the Severance fans who gave us the most disliked video on our channel because of Danny over here.
you're welcome.
Oh my god.
But as of yesterday, last night, or today, or whatever, the finale for season 2, episode 10 of Severance has aired. We've all watched it. Danny skipped episode 8. Let's just
So
call
why
it
do you
what
have
it
to
is.
bring it up? You said it was the worst episode of the season.
Why would you tell him that?
Why would I tell him that?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't tell him that, and that's why he skipped it. I told him that
Oh.
after I found out he skipped it.
He was like,
Oh,
it doesn't
okay,
matter. It was the worst episode of the season anyway.
He said he watched the recap. He watched the thing. He knows the
No.
details, and I was just like, whatever. I was like, I'm not about to pull his
9
teeth.
and 10 were the most important. I had homework, guys.
Anyways.
I had work. I made it happen.
Anyways, we're here to actually talk about what happens in the episode instead of us just saying mundane reasons, not exact reasons what
Yes.
makes it overrated or bad.
So
Let's talk about what happened in
spoilers for you
episode 10.
guys, if you haven't seen Severance, haven't finished it yet, spoilers, and we'll have clip time so you guys can skip over this.
Yeah. So, end of season 2. Kimmy, how'd you feel?
Oh my god. Ha!
We'll apologize to your neighbor later.
Yeah. She screams all the time in here.
I am so frustrated, but I think this is such a great point. We've gotten exactly where we needed to go. The hype has finally got here. Shit is finally hitting the fan. We still aren't answered on so many questions, so obviously I'm super excited for a season 3. But we are finally here. Audi versus Innie Mark is at an all-time high. They're finally talking to each other. They're arguing with each other. They don't even know if they should trust each other. You seen that meme? Never trust anybody, not even yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, this is Mark. Because, he can't even trust himself. And now it's like they've gone this whole way to rescue Gemma. They did it. And finally it comes down to it. And he chooses Helly because he's like, that's not my bitch. This my bitch.
I don't even know her.
I don't even know.
She don't even go here. She don't even go here.
Oh my God. the stress I had watching this last episode was ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, Danny, how'd you feel?
Things happen.
Episode 10 specifically.
Episode 10 specifically. Things happen. I was definitely more engaged in this episode than at any other time. I think that a lot of things happened for a lot of characters. Definitely the whole Mark thing.
You're being so vague.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro. I was like,
well, I thought I would just give like my overall impression, and then we can talk about the details.
Yeah, we'll talk about the details
afterwards.
So you're like things happen.
Okay, well, what's one thing that really stuck out for you?
I think that conversation with Mark and the Innie and Audi.
Innie Audi Mark.
Like, damn, I felt more. I understand where Audi Mark is coming from, but I feel like he didn't have enough understanding for Innie Mark, and I really sided with Innie Mark there. Like, Innie Mark,
fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy, bro.
Fuck this guy.
Yo, go get your girl. Do whatever you have to do. Fuck this guy. At the end of the day, like, I'm kind of happy with the decision that Innie Mark made at the end.
Okay.
What?
You know, 100%. No, I agree with him.
No, I just
listen. The end of the day, he wanted to save Gemma.
Mhm.
Okay, this is the price of saving Gemma. I got her out for you. Now let me have mine. Let me have mine. That's equivalent in exchange right there. That's the law of the universe, baby.
bros though over here doing Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh my god!
All right, you have to give something in order to get something. And Gemma getting her out of Lumen. I'm sorry, Audi Marquez, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right. Well, besides the beginning and the end, did you like kind of enjoy, I guess, the flow of the episode? Because this is the longest episode ever. It was an hour and 24 minutes.
I didn't even. It went by so quick.
Yeah, I kept getting worried at some point. I was like, all right, how much time is left? I'm like, okay, still more episode left.
I didn't
still
even
more episode
check.
left because I was getting
Honestly,
anxiety.
I didn't even
I
know
was
it was an
so
hour and 20
anxious.
minutes.
Yeah, as long
Because
as
it did go by fast.
it was a long ass episode. It was an hour and 24 minutes, bro. It's like it's damn near a movie. It's just as long as Malibu's Wanted, which I watched this past week.
Oh,
Rewatched
nice.
it.
We're not-
Traffic,
we're not
traffic.
talking- no,
Looking
no,
for
no,
my
no, no.
traffic.
On the freeway.
Like,
Oh, there's
a
a Ford Maverick.
I can't with y'all. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Yo, I've never wanted to punch Milchek in the face more than in that episode,
His
bro.
baby girl.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
He chose a side.
Yes.
He chose a
Listen,
side.
listen. But like, name a better villain, bro, in a series.
But he's teetering. He's teetering. I feel like
Not
season
enough.
3, we're gonna see him break. We're finally gonna see him
honestly,
break.
I don't know anymore.
I think he's gonna break.
I thought that going through season 2 that he was gonna break, and after this episode, I'm like, oh, my man's might be gone.
He chose a side. He chose a side.
I don't know. I feel like he's getting there though. Like at that point when like the animatronic was first of all, I thought
That was fucking hilarious.
I was
Yo, what my
dying.
boy, the spotlight was on. He was like,
when he ran in.
Son, Milchek, it's so hard to hate him.
I love the actor. The actor's killing it.
Yes.
He's oh my
Well,
god.
you know what Milchek
Yo,
is?
when he was pulling away the dummy, though,
Look,
real
look how much you love. Look, I hate him.
yeah,
It's like,
those moments.
Because
Yeah.
what I love about Milchek, I'm calling him probably one of the best villains I've seen in a while because he's technically a villain, right?
Yeah,
He's an antagonist.
He's
Antagonist.
Yeah, he's
not
the
evil.
antagonist,
He's
right?
not-
He's one of the better written antagonists because of how he's written.
Yes.
Because I'm over here like, it's the curse of being in middle management, and
Yes.
maybe because I have that experience where like you got everybody under you
Yep.
fucking hating you
Yep.
and making your life miserable, and you're just trying your best,
Yes.
but you're getting all that heat, and then everybody above is also telling you you're doing a shitty job,
Mm-hmm.
and you just try, and you can't please
Everybody.
anybody,
Yep.
right? So the moments with Milchek that I love the most is like when he's interacting with the Ennies, I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah.
As soon as he is talking to somebody else, it's devour feculence all day, my guy.
Yeah.
Devour effect,
Oh
yes.
my. Yo, when he said that.
When he said that, I said,
Devour
let's
feculence. I
fucking
said,
go.
period.
Don't let that man talk to you like that. Like,
You don't talk to baby girl
God.
like that.
I was sitting here like, they cooking, bro. So
Facts.
nigga said, it's time for choreography and merriment.
Ooh. And he
thought it was
said,
a whole
I gotta remind
department.
everybody I'm black real quick.
Bro, he made Defiant Jazz look like it was because I was thinking to myself, I was like, it's kind of hard to top Defiant Jazz. Nigga was over here like going
Yeah.
freaky, right? And then the band came on. And I said,
I know they're not about to bring a band.
I have been humbled. I wasn't familiar with your game.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, bro, the whole time, I almost jumped over my chair twice because I was just like,
The stress.
just the high level of stress I was
Oh my
feeling
God.
because I felt like I could no longer predict what was going to happen next. I've been able to kind of,
yeah.
but this is also the culmination of everything.
All at once?
It felt earned. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The all season, I can understand what you mean about the idea of just feeling like nothing's happening, nothing's progressing.
Build up.
But it's such a slow burn to earn this level of chaos.
And the violence.
This episode 10 was pure
everything.
chaos.
Yes.
If this was like thrown in the middle of the season, I'd be like, I'm not watching the same show anymore. How the fuck did we get here?
Yep.
Why is this happening?
Yep.
Why are they acting like this? But like it takes all this time to like build those little
build
moments
up.
that I'm just like over here like everybody has a valid crash out right now.
Yep.
Everybody's crash out is extremely valid.
You thought season 1 had a crazy
Ending.
You know whose
Yeah.
crash out really stuck out for me a lot? Brienne of Tarth's.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yo.
Bro, when he First of all-
the primal scream that
Yes.
came out of
the
this
baby
woman.
goats and the ghosts are just sacrifices, guys. There's nothing
Yeah.
special about the
She
ghosts.
said-
They're
she
just
said-
sacrifices.
How many of my children?
How many of my children?
And he said, as many as
I
he
was
wants.
about to be tight, bro.
And
Because
I
I was
said
like, she was only in episode like 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, where is my girl at?
She had her moment. She had her moment.
Yo, Mr. Drummond, I've never really processed his size.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I was watching Kingpin fight
Yo.
Spider-Man or something
I
like
thought
that.
I
Or
was watching-
Daredevil.
Fucking Shrek fight Farquaad.
Yeah.
Man's huge.
It turned into
the way
a
he was
whole-
tossing Mark around like a fucking
Bah,
rag doll.
bah.
Bro, it turned into a whole different show. I was like, it got a different rating apparently in Australia. So people in Australia had a heads up because
Okay.
they know that things only get that rating over there if there's like a lot of fighting.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So they kind of had an idea. I saw some TikTok about it. But like I'm sitting here when it gets to that scene of them fighting, honestly, that whole last 15, 20 minutes, I
Hold
was
up.
just saying
the
like,
first punch where
He
he just
cracked
out of
the
where he just
When he cracked who? Mark or
Mark.
oh, well,
yeah.
both, right? When he cracked Mark, I was like, that was real life. That was not real life, but like that's how it be. For motherfuckers who ain't never been punched in the fucking face before, like really been punched in the face or been in a fight, yeah, my nigga, that's how it. Like,
the quick.
it was a jab too. He
Yeah.
didn't even. I was like,
No, yeah, he just and I was like,
oh.
I was like, yo,
I was like, excuse you,
chill.
we're in the office,
Yeah.
in the workplace.
But when he punched Brienne of Tarth,
Yo,
she took
she
it.
lost teeth, right?
I think so.
The blood on
She
the,
took
wow.
it. She registered it
and, she
and
said,
snapped. Fight or
and she
flight
said,
kicked in. She's like, I'm fighting.
Oh
Oh my god.
Ah! The scream
my
that came
God.
out, the guttural scream that came out of her.
Oh my god.
And when she held that gun to that man's neck,
Oh.
no more killing.
And he's like, wait, chill. We're not about to kill him right now.
And I jumped again when they switched in the fucking elevator.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm about to switch to my Audi right now. So,
yo,
can you imagine
was like-
Audi Mark like
Like it was moments happening that were funny, but that weren't supposed to be funny. Like even when they saved Gemma, like he's like making out with her in the elevator, and then when they get up, she's over here like,
yeah.
"What exactly is transpiring
Yeah,
here?"
I was dying. I was.
Marcus is like, I'm not gonna explain that.
He's
He's just like-
let's just go.
we gotta go. We
just
gotta
gotta
go.
go. We just, bro.
I was. Whew.
That episode was a roller coaster. Even in the beginning, like the early parts, because I thought it was so creative how they had a conversation. Like these are just things I appreciate how the show chooses to go about shooting things in it because it's just very, very unique. Like going with a video camera
Yeah, the old
and like
school
you
video
see
camera.
you see the video camera, like you know how hard, like it really is a hard job to make these feel like two different characters
yes.
in that setting. So, and there's like a whole huge color theory that Severance does. Like
Yes.
when it's showing the innies, things are usually traditionally blue. When it's
Cool
showing
tone.
the outside, it's usually more in red tones.
Warm
But-
toned.
Yeah, warm tones. And then when you get into like their conversation, it's switched because what's his name? The
Is outside.
Innie is indoors, so he's with the fire. So he has more of the red tones and things, the warm tones, and then outside is like the blue. Like seeing all of that going back and forth, like the focusing on Adam Scott's like face.
The cinematography
Like
of it
so he
was
has to like
beautiful.
stay there and really act it and show in his eyes without saying too much words and doing like a lot of bombastic things to
Yeah.
make that conversation believable. Like he really did fuck up though when he called the Helleni.
Oh my god!
I think everything was going well with that conversation
Until
until he called the Helleni.
And he's like, it's Helly, actually.
It's
It's
Helly.
Helly actually. I was like, bro, she just did the same thing to you in the restaurant when she called Gemma Hannah.
yeah, I was
And it
like,
ticked you off too, and you just did the same thing.
Again, like Audi Mark was a little insensitive to any Mark. And
See,
like
Kevin
everything
Buck,
he
you didn't
wanted.
give a fuck about me.
Yo, when any Mark was like fighting him about the reintegration thing. He's like, I don't think that's how it works. Tell me how it works.
Yeah.
Audi Mark was dumbfounded. He was like,
I mean, because like even us as the viewer, we're like, nigga, I don't know how it works. Does he know how it works? He's like, I don't know how this shit works. I was like, so cool. None of us know how it works.
got
Okay.
him.
Like-
Audi Mark did not know what to say.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Like, and I think that's what I appreciate in this episode because like even some of the dialogue, I was like, man, the characters are somewhat thinking what I'm thinking and then saying it. Like when she said to James Egan when he came down there, she was like, you are fucking weird.
Yo.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I was sitting here like, I was thinking the same thing, girl.
Yo.
I was like, thanks. Somebody said the loud part out louder.
Okay.
What did you guys think about that though? When he was like, I don't love my daughter. He had Kira and her, not anymore. I had other kids.
And they
They
didn't have it
either. But you?
You got that dog in you. You got
Yeah.
that dog in you.
Yeah.
And
She was,
I was like,
She does.
Helly might turn evil.
you think so?
Listen, I was just gonna say at the end of the episode,
Everyone's speculating.
I don't think that's Helly.
I don't think that's how.
Everyone says it might be Helena.
I think it's Helena.
Yep.
Because Helena was. I'm okay with either one, right? I know sometimes people get really crazy about the Severance theories where they feel too strongly about their version of it. I'm okay with either outcome because I think it really works well if it is Helena. Because then, like, Dylan just said to her, to Helly before, he's like, Mark can't tell the difference between you and Helena.
That's true. But at the same time, if you just saw your man's choose between his wife and you and he chose you, like, I'd be like, ha.
It'd be lit.
Like-
but that's what I'm saying. I think if
Got
that is Helly, that means that Helly might really go down the path of becoming like an Egan.
Yeah.
Like that selfish desire, like flipping that script. So that's why I'm okay with either. I think both outcomes work narratively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm just like, I don't know what you about to do down. Like, I get it. He don't know any better. But you cooked regardless. I hope you know that, bro. Like
Any Mark?
any Mark was gonna be cooked regardless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, I might as well run off to the
Died-
sunset
yeah,
with her.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's tragic, beautiful, but that's like he was telling Audi Mark, like, this is really all we have. And if you're just gonna take it away from us,
Like, why would I choose to die?
Also, my guy Dylan.
Yeah.
Yo, when
No.
Milchick ran out the room, I had to rewind it. I said, why
when
did
he
he
gave
do
him
that?
the envelope,
Why did he? Think it was-
he scrambled out of there, bro.
No, I mean, I know why he screamed out there because he wanted to switch outfits for that
yeah,
performance,
he
but
was
it
so
was
hyped.
so.
Yeah, it was
It
funny.
was so. I was like, that's crazy. That's like
Yeah.
delivering
I
somebody.
did rewind that scene.
I rewinded
I
it because I was
did.
like,
Yeah.
did he really just?
Did Dylan give him a look or something?
Yeah. He's like, I'm just going to let you do this by yourself. Okay, bye.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, no, I looked away for a second and then I turned back and he was gone. And I was like,
I think what was cool about it is the dichotomy they did with like how Dylan's Audi kind of had the conversation with him, even through a note. He did such a better job in a note than what Mark's Audi did because he really was like being considerate. He was mad. He was like, first of all, fuck you.
yeah, so
First of
real.
all, fuck
So
you.
real.
What you did was he said some big word. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
what
said, you fucked up.
deplorable and
Yeah.
some shit. And then he said every other reason. I was like, that's dope. And the fact that Dylan got like 2 seasons in a row, he gets a war cry. The Dylan war cry is there's one thing Milkshake hates seeing is Dylan G.
Yep.
And he hates to see
to see him
Dylan G coming,
coming.
bro. This nigga came through with a vending machine.
Yo,
Vending machine
and
was
Milchick
wild.
was karate kicking
my
that
God.
thing,
Yo,
bro.
Milchick was
Stop.
moving like a fucking.
He stretched before that. I know.
This
Yeah,
nigga
he-
did something. He jumped. I thought he was a Green Goblin though.
Yo, he went, whoo. And then he like, oh my God, but he got arms. Whew,
But then I
beautiful
felt
man.
bad.
And then he went,
Ripped.
See, listen,
bah!
I was like, yeah, keep him in there, keep him in there. But then they hit him with the saxophone. And I was like, oh, guys, you didn't have to hit him with the trombone.
Yo, that man felt that.
Yeah,
I was like, hey,
it
guys.
took me a second. I was like, wait, where'd he
I
get
was like-
that scratch from?
I
I
was
remember they
I was
like,
guys, relax. You didn't have to hit him with the fucking. Keep him in there, lock him in there.
Workers comp.
You gotta crack him in the head.
workers comp.
I would have given up at that point though. If I were Milchick, I would have been like,
I would have like I thought he was gonna sit, pretend like that he like gave up,
Yeah.
just sit there, and then when they're least expecting it, give it a bah. But he was like, no, whoop, race up, all right, wah, and he like really gave his shoulder into that, So
I'm really. Listen, I know I love the show way more than you, but I just feel like just the talking points it just offers. But once that marching band came out, that's what all them black people. And I had to sit. I have everything I've had to sit through what Milchick has done. All of them just trying to belittle and like take away his blackness. Choosing to go with a marching band is the blackest thing you could choose to do for a work. Like that was a wild choice. Like switching from Defiant Jazz to a marching band, watching them just like stop talking like this. You're not better than me. Like James Egan is from the fucking 1800s. There was no black people that had rights. So hearing a black man talk that way, talk with such high vernacular and high vocabulary, they feel threatened by him and all this stuff. And for him to be like, marching band it is, bro.
Yeah.
I said,
Great.
yeah, represent the culture, bro.
Let's go.
I was like, play Not Like Us. Just like, Kendrick could never. Kendrick could never.
My first thing that I saw when I saw it, I said, "Oh, this is gonna go so hard when they play this at the universities." Like,
And it did. He had that little fucking.
oh yeah,
I was like,
no, like in real life, because you know there's gonna be.
oh yeah, they're
marching
gonna
bands
play it
that are
now. They're gonna
remake.
play. Yeah.
It's gonna be so.
It's
bad.
genius marketing. You order just a layup because now every TikTok band, every like school band is gonna now reenact
gonna
that.
try
thing.
to do
They're
it.
gonna like, yeah, chosen one, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna
my
go
God.
crazy, bro. So
It's gonna be great.
What'd you guys think of what happened between Irving and Bert?
from episode 9,
Is Bert still evil?
I definitely
Well,
think Bert's.
Bert-
Well, they're.
Bert's done bad shit.
Yeah, he's not evil.
I just was like, I know you don't care about Irvin, but give my boy his threesome.
I
Give him
will.
some dick.
Facts.
Give him anything.
Anything.
when
He
Irving-
deserves
He was like-
love.
I'm ready. We can't.
It's
ready.
We can't. I'm
We
ready.
can't.
We can't.
Get on the train.
I can't. You're too good at that.
Go to the last stop.
I think Irv is gonna come back.
Well, did you at least
Of
enjoy
course
that
he's gonna
conversation
come
at
back.
least? Or did you think it was a good conversation, I guess?
Um,
You just don't.
I
'cause
mean,
you just don't care
I-
about Irving.
no, it's not that I don't care about him. I just like I don't like for that to be the last time we saw him this season. After knowing that he's doing those black paintings of the hallway with the elevator, it's like, all right.
Now you gotta wait next season. What
now
the
we
fuck
gotta
is
wait
this
till next
deal?
season. Like, what's going on? Is he gonna get Bert at the end?
I am sad because even though I don't think anybody's taking it, I think this season should really get people to finally start treating, because the whole show is trying to tell you about like what makes you human. A human is a human, as a human is a human, right? Like everybody should. It's a lot of like things to like talk about, like where
Souls.
even like how the world in our world has viewed what makes you human and what they consider human, whether it's like race stuff, gender stuff, sexuality stuff, like things that they will demean you to say that you don't deserve rights, you don't deserve to be considered the same way as other people are in parts of the world. And this conversations they're having with the innies and the outies is a full representation of that. I mean, listen, Helly was in there looking like Sun God Nika, looking like the god of liberation. She was screaming up there, like, how you give us half a life and expect for us not to
Fight
live
for it.
not to
Yeah.
fight for it. You know what I mean? Like that pull of like trying to get that connection. I feel like the way this season ended really should make people start to understand, like, no, bro, you treat these like two different characters. These are not the same person, because Irving B really died in episode 4.
He did.
As
Like
of
he
right now.
really died. Like,
So, what do you think about the theory of them being reintegrated already?
I don't know. I'm
I
rocking
definitely
out. I'm
don't think
rocking out. Anything is possible. Like I could believe that he's reintegrated,
I don't think so.
but it's because also like, why does he have the paintings of the elevator? Right? Why
Was
was
he
he
ever
able? Why
in
was
the
he able to? Why was
elevator?
he able to paint the elevator? Why was some of his
There has to be a
memories?
reason.
There was
I
points
think he was probably. I've seen theories and him talking about that he was moved around a lot. So I definitely think he was someone who was downstairs before.
I mean,
But-
he was really brainwashed in the beginning, so maybe
Yeah.
that was some kind of conditioning
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Lumen and Kid
Yeah.
did.
I definitely think he was one of the lower level people.
Maybe
Like,
he was the original Gemma,
Yeah, like
because
one of
he's over
those
here
people.
saying like, "I was never loved."
yeah,
Not really.
yeah.
So
You
Or
never
just
know.
wanted to be loved. He just wanted to be loved, Danny. He's just
just wanted to be
his
loved.
baby girl. He just wanted to be loved.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Honestly, I'm shocked that you actually agreed with the ending, because I got to the ending and I had really, really mixed feelings. One, because I was just angry.
you
Yes.
said you thought I was gonna hate it. OD.
I did.
Because
Wait,
you know,
you said that or he said that?
I
We
said
both
that.
did.
We both did. The reason why I thought you was going to hate it OD is because I feel like there's going to be a sect of people on the internet that want to just hate on it, right? This is not about you. This is just people who are like this
In
on the
general,
internet, right?
yes.
Whether it's One Piece, whether it's Sailor Moon, whether it's My Hero, all mediums have this,
Mm-hmm.
right? There is going to be people, and I can't argue with them that they're wrong, that this series could have ended this season. Because of that
No.
exact there's so many more answers. Like, I don't feel that way. Like, yeah, I agree with you. No, but I can't necessarily go against somebody that thinks how everything ended with this episode in that exact moment. This could have been the end if he just walked out the door, right?
I could see, yeah. Because Gemma gets, she's gonna go back to the sister.
Like you just end the series and then
Heliar-
you have a 5 or 10 minute epilogue.
Heliar and Mark run off into the sunset. They die or whatever.
Well, no,
if
I'm
he
saying
went off
Mark
with
walks
Gemma,
out the door with Gemma.
That would
it
have
could
been
have
it.
ended right
Like
there.
that, and that essentially ends the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he chooses to walk out that door, what
Mhm.
what else we talking about?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and all you need is about another 5 or 10 minutes of epilogue to be like, and then this happened to Lumen, and then this happened, and this happened, and they were never able to make the magical drug that they're trying to use for people to take so they don't have to feel anything anymore.
Yep.
Like, and I couldn't necessarily fault you for saying that. I would say, well, there's so much more to answer, but if you don't care, I can see where they're coming from. So at that moment, I was like, damn, my nigga, like I was just angry. I was more angry, and now that now that 24 hours have passed, I'm like,
You're like, I
okay,
understand
this was
why
a real.
they did
It's
it.
like, yes, I understand this. Like, I agree with what any Mark did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any Mark was not considerate
I'll
of him
meet
at
you
all.
at the equator.
Damn, they really try to be cute, bro.
Yeah.
They really. Also, Gemma.
What about
Gemma is such
Because
a
Gemma don't even. Because
baddie.
Gemma, they lied to Gemma and said, "Yo, you know he moved on, right?"
Yeah.
So she don't even know. She don't know he severed.
Yep.
She don't know who that bitch is.
Yep.
So she probably sitting there thinking like, "Oh, he really
moved on.
He
Yeah.
really moved on already."
But
Yep.
I mean, she's gonna see the sister, and the sister's gonna tell her everything.
I mean, but like in that
Hopefully-
moment,
yeah,
like
but in
you,
that
it's
moment-
not about
Yeah.
it's not about what's going to happen. It's about what was how the
In
characters
front of her.
acting.
Yeah,
right
that's
in
why
front
she
of
was
us.
so devastated seeing that, and it's just like, wow.
I was
Okay.
saying, like, you
But
got-
then you think like, okay, but then why did he come all the way here to rescue
Why was he
me?
covered
In blood.
blood?
Exactly. Clearly he did
You
something
know.
to get me, So it's just like, what the hell?
It's I don't know when season 3 is gonna come out. I hope it's
Ben
not. I hope it's
Stiller-
not 3 years.
Ben Stiller came out. He was like, "Don't worry, you won't have to wait long for season 3." He already said
Okay.
it.
So
Yeah.
they're
You
probably
already
in the
said it.
process.
I feel like because season 1 got nobody talked about season 1 because
Yeah.
nobody had Apple TV.
Yeah.
Nobody
it's
still
just-
has Apple TV.
Nobody still has Apple TV, but nobody talked about season 1. The show didn't have any hype, and once season 2 was coming out, it's like when the whole woodwork came out.
The marketing, like you
The
were saying.
Yeah, it's the marketing was crazy, but like, I mean, even I binged it before season 2 came out because it was starting to get pushed, and I was like, okay, I'm hearing good
check
things
it
about it.
out,
I was like, oh, I wasn't familiar. And then also because SZA is a big fan of it, SZA talks about it on Twitter.
Oh, really?
And SZA, that's why she put Ben Stiller in her music video, where he's the only person
What?
in the music video. SZA's not in the music video. Ben Stiller is doing all the SZA lyrics.
What?
That's how much Severance is a fucking movement.
I didn't know.
Phenomenal.
I
This.
forgot what's I forgot the most. It's 2 music videos ago, but Ben Stiller is the only person.
What
in-
song?
I mean, he's about to look it up and tell you.
Okay.
Drive. Yo, I'm about to
That-
pull
I
up
never
the
knew that. That's
music
so
video
funny.
for
Good for
this.
SZA.
Yeah, so it's been a whole movement. I can't wait for season 3, bro. It was one of the more crazy ends to a season
Yep.
of a show.
Yep.
Regardless of how anybody feels about
Yep.
every episode, I was like, as a final episode, I can't. I don't
Crazy.
know. I don't know how anybody can ask for anything more.
Crazy. It was a fantastic one. Like cliffhanger. You thought season 1's cliffhanger was bad. Season 2's cliffhanger was whoo.
I think this one feels like less of a cliffhanger than season 1 because,
I
like
agree.
Cory was mentioning, like even like without Mark S walking out with Gemma, like I can kind of see how like you could end it like right then and there, like with like the opposite end. But season 1, like there's a lot more that you need to know what happened.
That's true.
You're still more in the dark in season 1.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Here in season 2,
Like
you
we
can-
just found out what the numbers finally are this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it wasn't that cliffhangery. I think like it summed up an arc, like a storyline, a plot line a little bit more, which I appreciated a little bit. Season 1's cliffhanger was crazy.
Is there anything you guys want to see in season 3, or you want to finally like kind of get some answers to that you have right now?
I would love to get to know more of like actual Gemma's character. We've seen a lot of Miss Casey. We see a lot of her like other innies.
Well, we saw her in
I
like
feel
the
like I
flashback.
feel like episode 7 was that though.
Yeah, with like the flashback.
It's everything you need to,
be
unless you think that there's something more sus about her.
I feel not necessarily more sus. I just
I
feel
think
like
she's a lumen mole. Nah, let me stop.
I feel like I don't know. Like we got a little bit about her, but I feel like I want to know how she is now after everything.
Oh, you
How
just
do you
want.
get-
Oh, you just want to know how she
wanna
reacts.
follow
To,
up.
you just want to follow up to how she reacts to everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know.
Confusing because episode 7 is.
Yeah.
everything you need
We
to
know their backstory
Yeah.
and all that stuff, but
I'm
like how
sorry,
they were
this
before.
is a music video. I just see Ben Stiller like singing this fucking song
Yeah,
in the back.
it's just Ben Stiller singing the song.
It's just Ben Stiller in the car.
It's just Ben Stiller.
the fuck?
That's how much she loved Severance. She hit up Ben Stiller and asked him to do it. He was like, okay, I guess.
That's so funny.
And he
It's
was
got
on-
12 million views.
Great.
Bro, he was on one of those little late night shows. And he was like, yeah, she asked me to do it. And I knew people was going to be disappointed when they saw a video that she put out. And it's just me, like the whole time, like singing the lyrics.
Fuck it, we ball.
So
It
funny.
gives a
Yeah,
shit.
fuck it, we ball.
One thing I would want to see is I would want an answer for Irving why
Mhm.
he knows about the hallway and the elevator. I want to know what they're trying. Are they trying to bring Kier back to life using some kind of like? Do they have his consciousness stored somewhere and they're just trying to find the right host or something?
Yeah.
Like synchronicities? Is that what they were doing with Gemma and Mark?
Yeah.
Dylan's cool, but I don't think there's anything that left to explore there.
Yeah.
I think Dylan's
His
arc.
arc
I mean, it's the
kinda
same way I
happened.
felt about Irving B's arc. I feel like Irving B died at the right time because I feel like Irving B, his character transformed from being like the Lumen shill to, I think, the ceiling where he kind of needed to be. He's like, let's burn this shit to the ground. Fuck this place.
Yep.
There's something really else left. He wasn't going to be with Bert.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else they could really do with him.
Yep.
Um,
So no.
Then we know Helena. There ain't no love for Helena and her family. So I don't really know what's gonna like happen there. Like I feel like if Lumen contains the situation that's currently happening on the severed floor, I think that the Egan, the father Egan, is gonna look at Heliar and be like, "You're my number one now." And I think
Yep.
like when we get a season 3, like Heliar might flip.
I think
Heliar
so too.
might get conditioned, groomed by Father Egan.
I think what I think, and I guess look forward to seeing or hoping to see, I think there's going to be a uprising on the floor specifically. I think that nobody's going to be able to get in or
Brianna-
get out.
Brienne of Tarth is definitely gonna go back to her sect and be
Yeah.
like, "It's war."
Because like we don't know how many, bro. They pulled out a marching band from where, so we don't know how big. And like, what's his name? His friend from the first season that died pretty early on. I forgot his name
Petey?
already. Petey. There we go. He said people live down there.
Oh wow.
He did say that.
He said people live down, like people actually like live down there.
Oh wow.
So like we don't know.
How big this place
That's
is.
I get it. It's just hallways after hallways after hallways. But that I think that adds to the mystery of it because like
Mhm.
what's in some of these rooms? Where the fuck has this marching band been, bro?
Especially you
But,
can't
like,
hear
again,
them
like,
practicing.
what are
Like,
the answers going to be? Like, look at the goats. The goats.
Well,
What's behind the goats? They're just sacrifices.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that we don't know everything that's on this floor now,
yeah.
and we watched the marching band turn.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we watched Dylan G get an army essentially,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
talk
we
no
ha-
jutsu.
and we have no idea how many more people they're about to get turned
Mm-hmm.
on Lumen.
Yeah.
So
So
it
the
could
goat people are.
it could
100%.
turn into a nobody can come down this elevator and come down here. We're gonna lock this shit down and nobody gets to leave. We innies are in control. This is our life. What y'all gonna do to stop? Like I feel like it's gonna be one of those situations.
Do you
Okay.
think there's gonna be like a time skip,
I don't
or are
think
we gonna
so.
pick off
I
right
think
where we left off? I think there could be at least a few months.
I don't think so.
I-
Because last time there was a few months.
it was,
but
last time it
Because I
wasn't.
think-
It was only a couple days.
Yeah.
They lied.
are you sure?
It was lie. They
Yeah.
lied to you.
Oh.
They told Marcus like, yeah,
They lied to him. It's been 5 months. That was lie.
Oh.
Remember
so much has
that
happened in the world.
that newspaper was fake.
Oh,
All they
okay.
did was copy and paste their desk picture onto a picture of JFK's vehicle when he got shot.
Okay, because I saw that, but I thought it was like for the bit.
I think there is going to be a time skip. I think that Gemma, like, we're not going to see Gemma go to Mark's sister.
No, we're
and
not
they're
gonna
gonna
see
talk
that.
it out. Like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna fast forward right to what's
They'll
the
probably
plan.
go back like what they did this season because everybody thought it was going to go right away into like, what did Mark try to figure out to do? People wanted that answer right away when
Mm-hmm.
season 2 started, but we had to wait to like get that backstory and to get all that reintegration stuff and all that like
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in,
I wanna
in
see
between.
Cobell get more involved into the reintegration stuff. Like
Cobell is so sus.
she's
I don't know
so
what her deal is.
sus. And
Mark.
oh my god, the way that she just like is so hesitant.
Yo, the way she says Mark is
is
crazy.
so funny.
Mark.
Did you know that she was the hot girl from Holes? The movie.
I know she's from Holes, yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher?
Kissing Kate.
The kissing Kate.
Kissing Kate.
Wow,
Right?
I could fix that.
Yeah.
What?
Her guy.
The guy.
I haven't seen Holes.
The guy who sold peaches.
I never saw Holes.
You never,
never
saw
saw
Holes? What?
That's actually egregious.
I know the song, dig it up, and that's too damn bad. I don't know.
But you, oh man,
That's like they had it on Disney Channel
You're like-
all the time. It
Always
was
skipped
cultural.
Always skipped it.
And you laugh at Danny for skipping all the movies he does. Are you kidding me?
Well,
This
it's
was
a lot.
cultural.
This is a
For
Disney
me.
Channel original movie.
Yeah, this
one
is
of the
like
most successful.
yes,
I believe you.
of
by
all
far.
time.
Yeah, I was good.
No, we gotta. That's movie.
No,
night
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
No,
yeah. For
guys,
sure.
we
No, no,
can
no, no,
put-
no, no,
we can
no,
put New Moon on the back
actually.
burner.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
and we'll watch Holes.
Yes, we.
But what are you sighing because New Moon is still on the back burner?
No, because it's
still
there.
there.
We didn't
It's
forget about
not
it.
Yeah, we
there.
did not.
It's not there.
It is.
So Natalie's down. She's like,
Oh my
let's
god,
do it.
yes,
Ah,
absolutely.
100%.
Okay.
All right, so what are you giving the final episode out of 10?
I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
No,
I
I
enjoyed it.
definitely
Enjoyed
think
it
a
a
9
lot.
out of 10.
10 out of 10 for me.
I was like, wait, I don't even know what would not make it a 10 out of 10.
I don't know how I would have made it better.
Yeah,
And I don't know what they could have cut.
I agree. 10 out of 10.
Like everything there was needed. There was no wasted scenes.
You're on the edge of our seat the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
I can name all 7 scenes that happened in this thing. It's the Innie and Audi conversation with Mark, Helly interacting with Jay Megan, us finally fucking doing the fucking thing and having the party with the band, us finally going into fight Drummond and dealing with all the fights, us freeing Gemma.
the
Like
goats.
those there's only like 5 or 6 scenes. You know what I mean? So
And it's just all
I
great.
couldn't think about how do I cut those? What am I gonna add? It's
was
just
great.
like, yeah, like I got no notes. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no.
I couldn't tell where it was going, what was gonna happen next. It was shot beautifully. All the little action shots. I thought Quentin Tarantino was shooting this shit every time they did a little zoom,
So
the little
great.
random zooms. Did you peep some of those? Like,
Yes.
Maybe not.
Okay. I did. It was great.
yeah, like when Milchick was like having like during those action scenes, it'd be, you know how in Quentin Tarantino movies it's like it's usually zoomed out, and when things get like really it's like a quick zoom.
Yeah,
Like they was doing
that I
like
know.
that a lot, like in the episode.
Mhm.
So it was good stuff.
Yeah, the cinematographer, she be doing her shit. She cooking.
All right. So I guess shit. We still did 2 hours.
Oh my god, damn it. All right. But
Can't help it.
Thank you guys.
Can't help it. This was supposed to be like an hour and 15-minute episode.
I'm so sorry, guys, but we needed to talk about Severance because we haven't had the chance to actually talk about
Severance
it
wasn't
itself.
even the bulk of it, girl.
I know.
Yeah,
we
were-
had to yap, okay, guys?
Severance was like the last 15 minutes.
Okay, but either way, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes,
Leave a comment.
We are your co-hosts from the Moon Piece Podcast. Pew, pew, pew. Thank you for joining us.
Maybe,
See you next time.
Enjoy your life.